All my little troubles haven't got a prayer. Heaven's all around you when you haven't got a care.
All right, here we are with Godbound, The Living Years, Season 2, Episode 6.
I'm Kevin the GM, and to my right is...
Nicole playing Tansy.
Devin playing Silk.
Ian playing Yared.
And Peter sitting at play.
We are in August 2017.
Yes.
Yeah. And Anthony cannot make it for today. He is not available. Womp womp. Take it away, Kevin.
Alright, guys, so it has been a while since our last session. So how about a refresher? What did we do last time?
Made a really bad deal with Anna.
Yeah.
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 Where we were like, Anna, we're going to do you a favor. And she turned it into, I'm going to do you the favor of allowing me to have a favor, but you're not allowed to give anyone else a favor either.
You owe
And
me.
everyone was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And Tansy wasn't even the one ditzily agreeing to it.
You agreed, like suckers. She got a huge advantage in the political atmosphere that is Ancalia.
And that's why Witch King shouldn't lead.
It wasn't even Witch King, it was fucking Atris.
Wow.
Oh, you fuckers. So at this point, you are outside of this town, this fog-choked town.
This is Gera town.
Yes, because there's a thing there. We ought to look for the Lone Knight's crazy guy.
The hole in the
The nightroad is actually what's here, though he did warn you that his brother may be around here somewhere.
Right, crazy brother man. We got a catch.
Gotta catch them all. You know, brother, man.
So snow is slowly drifting from the mountain, and down here everything is coated in a fine layer of white snow. Underneath is that kind of yellowish dirty snow that was pouring from everywhere atop the mountain before you dealt with that issue.
Sulfur smoke.
Yeah, that all seems to have been dealt with, and now it is just a gentle white snow coating this large, kind of spread out town.
And we, what?
Pencil.
Look at my
Someone
head.
needs his pipe.
And you are outside this town in a small camp, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We stopped last time before we did any kind of reconnaissance, right?
You did indeed.
Okay.
Because we didn't want to blow away the smoke to reveal our positions or anything like that.
How could we? We don't have the Witch King.
Let's just burn the smoke.
Remember, the whole point was that there might be survivors here, so you didn't want to burn down the entire town.
Hellfire.
It's probably also the best that we didn't reveal ourselves then, because then they might start killing survivors.
Yeah.
We can't resurrect them with no moral consequences.
Shit.
Indeed.
Shit.
No more easy solutions.
I was like, oh yeah, we don't have our healer, whatever, but we don't have the guy that resurrects people for us. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we can always call up Anna and have some more Draugr.
We could always do exactly what Adina is suggesting and hold the Witch King down when we carve him up into 7 body parts and forge him into resurrection artifacts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it cannot bring the dead back to life, so...
Yeah.
It's like, that's the opposite of what I do. In my Nordic accent.
G'day, Gemma. This is the opposite of what I do.
It's not a Nordic
The
accent.
Ulstang Scaries.
I don't have that accent down yet, so...
I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
They're like, you know, Vikings.
No, I know what Nordic accents are. I'm saying what the fuck accent Devin was just doing.
Oh, Australian?
Yeah.
I guess.
Australian.
Island
Yeah.
criminal.
Australia doesn't exist in this universe, so I never have to do that accent.
Australian. Island criminal. Like the Ulstang Scaries.
Yeah.
I mean,
But, okay.
That'd be great. Jamboree.
it's a jamboree.
Trampolines were called before your mom got you one.
Yeah, they would have given you some info in this town. Given that people live here, you've probably heard of this town vaguely.
No.
There is a cathedral in the center, not a very large one, but it held like a lot of nuns and the like.
Okay.
Fairly large. Wasn't really known for anything in particular. Yeah, it had no real exports or anything like that. It was just a town, fairly populated, fairly crowded. All the buildings were together.
Okay.
A lot of duplexes.
So how do we want to approach this?
They're probably in the cathedral. I mean, that's the
That's where you would
largest-
go. It's the biggest place
Yeah.
to shove people, whether you're hostages or survivors.
yeah. So using stealth, we'll sneak in to there.
Makes sense to me.
Yep. Can unfortunately scout there because the smoke is blocking the way.
Yeah.
Also, the city is walled off.
Oh,
Like, it's all protected by a wall. There's like a gate in and out kind of thing. And smaller gates around.
And that can't possibly stop us.
No.
It's a wall, not a dome.
Yeah.
It's like it's boxing the fog in.
Well, I vote we just jump the wall and go stealthily to the cathedral.
definitely. Now, sorry, is the smog actually in like a box around where the wall is?
It's inside. Like inside behind the walls.
It doesn't.
Because, like, that's weird. So there might be, like, a barrier of magic. So if you go over the wall, it might be like,
That's
alarms,
true.
alarms.
That's true.
We don't really have any other options, though, so...
I mean, we could throw like a stone over it to see if it
I
does
mean,
anything.
we may as well just go
I mean,
at that point.
Yeah.
If they have fire inside, it could probably get us through there. Okay.
Oh yeah, can't you also teleport us through shadows?
I can teleport myself. He has the teleport group power. Or
So I'm
she
just a
has-
flame.
Yeah, the gates. Well, the front gates of the city have long since fallen in, rotted. Everything's kind of damp looking just from this fog.
What is this yellow snow stuff that keeps coming down? It's sulfur, right? If it is.
It was originally. Now it's just regular white snow. You dealt with the issue on the mountain, but it is kind of sulfury. It's more like industrial waste.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Okay.
It's always a good rule.
Yeah. Let's check the perimeter and stuff before we move inward, just to make sure that we don't miss
that's a good
anyone.
idea. Yeah. We'll do that. Scout the perimeter.
All right, this is a fairly large town. It's going to take you a fair amount of time to go around the entire city, but from what you see, there's a few abandoned camps around the town. Some of them have banners of various knighthoods and the like. People who have stopped here and who had been scared of the city. Some of them these are old, like very old. No one seems to remain, though.
No undead water around the camps?
Like husks.
No, actually. The area around this town is just completely devoid of life. A few corpses that have been frozen to the point where they don't move, but yeah. This is definitely one of the colder areas.
I didn't realize it was that cold. Jesus.
Whatever, we will those zombies out of their misery when they're frozen.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess inside then.
Yeah, alright.
What you do?
Using night and stealthiness, we go inside.
Okay. So you enter the town. The streets are cobbled, leading right in. Buildings on either side, a lot of housing. This is obviously the poor section because it's right at the entrance. And most of the... well, first of all, there are undead just swarming everywhere in here, just choking the streets, wandering around.
Oh, jeez.
All the houses have been boarded off. Well, most of them, at least some of them have been broken through, but a lot of these are boarded off. Even the windows, tight as they can be.
Does it look recent or?
Some of them look like they've been repaired recently, actually. Roughly, like looks like someone was ramming nails into them quickly.
Okay, that implies survivors, not prisoners.
I mean, you can be a surviving prisoner.
Well,
I guess.
yeah, but I mean, like, if they're hammering up the walls and stuff,
Yeah.
it implies that there's not, like, just an uncreated here holding them captive and living in the
Yeah.
houses and stuff.
I mean, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
It could be taking them to the area and it could leave the say, town, for example, so they can pass as they can.
keep pushing through? Or do you want to check any of these buildings?
We should check the buildings before we head to the center.
Okay.
People could be abandoned here or needed.
Check for life.
Yeah, can I feel like blood flowing? Any people in buildings or
Upward, actually.
in like some of the
Attics and
taller
like.
parts? Yeah.
One thing you'll notice, actually, if you look up, it's kind of obscured by the fog, but there are planks of wood across the street through attic windows.
Clever.
Okay, so there are people up there. So I'll just pick Atris up and fly up, put him on like one of those walkways, and you guys can fly.
Yep.
These windows are small. Like, they're definitely not adult-sized.
Well, we don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. Sneak through the window.
Alright, one of the attics you enter immediately, it looks very lived in, actually. There are blankets up here, the attic has had something heavy pushed over it, or the attic door has had something pushed up heavy in here. There's yellowed paper on the wall, crayon drawings.
Oh wow.
Little table up here, chairs. It looks very, very lived in. But it's been abandoned.
Okay. I'm saying there was kids here.
Well, definitely.
But yeah.
It's been abandoned.
There's like drawings on the wall and stuff.
Yep.
What do they look like?
A lot of them are of... Well, they range from, like, kind of cutesy to increasingly morbid over time. A lot of drawings of what are clearly undead. One of them has a list of names, and it's just been, like, kind of crossed them off over time with rest in peace, or we miss you, stuff like that.
Morbid.
One drawing in the center that's kind of surrounded by all of them is a man and a woman on a pair of thrones with a bunch of people worshipping them, and there's like large crowns over their head.
Oh.
Yeah. And all the subjects are like offering them things.
Is it lit in here? Like, is there like a light source in here?
No, actually, there is an old lantern there.
Is it cold?
Yes, actually. Very low on fuel. Looks like someone had been refilling it repeatedly with increasingly handmade things, or not handmade, but resorted to.
Shittier materials.
Yeah, basically.
You said there was life up here?
Yeah, not in this attic, but in I'll point at one of the houses that I can sense life at.
Yeah, there is movement throughout this area. You'll feel the water moving.
I can sense animals. Are there animals up here? Or like in any of the attics or what have you?
Rats, and in one you sense a slightly bigger animal, like a terrier.
Big rats.
I will point that out.
Okay. It's probably in the same house as what I sense people in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Go
close.
to that one.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
out there. Someone cover the roof and we can go in through the main floor.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna go down and
Well, there's a house that has people in it, right? So we'll go in through the main floor and then they can cover the attic.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going down through the main floor, through the streets into the building.
I'll
Okay.
just go through the streets. I'm invincible.
Yeah, you and
I don't fear anyone or
I guess
anything.
the two of us
Yeah.
will go there because we can shrink as easy. And then
Tansy, I will shrink down into something small and inconspicuous to sneak in there unnoticed.
All right. So
Also, Adina and I look like human people.
Yes, that's true.
So through the attics, it's clear that people have been tearing apart like wood just to connect all the buildings together. And because the roofs are slanted, so they'll create like a hole in them and then create a rough tunnel using wood and the like to keep the fog out. It's very clearly like they've been wedging wax and stuff into the holes to make sure it doesn't leak.
Interesting.
And a lot of these attics look like they've been lived in. So a lot of them have been abandoned. All of them are very childlike.
Interesting.
And you head in through the main floor?
Yeah.
Okay, the first floor, the first building you enter has a couple at a table. They are long dead, and their skin is like roasted. They've been burned to a crisp.
What the hell?
The entire area around the table that they're at has been burnt to a crisp. It looks like they were tied to the chairs.
Were these adults?
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm guessing the stairs up are missing.
Yes, actually.
Clever.
The one thing you will notice that is likely these people were undead before they were burned.
That's the important part. Right
That's
there.
very important,
There
actually.
we go. There we go.
Yeah, it looks like they were clawing at the chairs they were in before they were burned. So.
That's a hyper important thing to note. Otherwise, it's a children of the corn situation happening here.
Right?
Yeah.
We don't need another corn festival.
Oh no, bees.
Actually, carved on the table, you would recognize this, Adina. You would also recognize it because you've been here long enough. Someone wrote the prayer of, to lay a person down into the table. A lot of the words are a lot of the words are misspelled.
Oh no.
And yeah, there's very, very old flowers laid there as well. From a vase that was on the
Alright. Yeah, Dee and I will investigate and start to make our way up from the main floor.
Okay.
You guys make your way up through the attic.
So you're climbing up the stairs, or the stairs. You're gonna see
3 effort to gifts that I've committed to.
Yeah, you're gonna see this first then, because you're climbing through the attic. There's a child just out of sight of where they're climbing the stairs, holding a bucket of lacquer. This is a small child wearing a dusty dress. She has a gas mask over her face, very World War II style. World War I, rather. And another child has a match.
Hi there.
They both turn to look at you. The kid lights that lacquer, and
Can I stop it? Can I have fast?
yes, you can.
Because I have fast.
I mean, you could just let it happen. They can see that I'm a Terminator.
No.
And
Kids
that's
love
fire.
Terminators.
You defy
I
and
love
Terminator.
Alcohol-powered robot.
I mean, I guess. But let me burn down their house.
Oh
the house
no.
too moist to burn?
burn?
Yeah, he
Tansy.
can
What's up?
unburn it.
Is the house too moist to burn?
Probably.
Okay.
Tansy, they're gonna gentrify this place anyway.
What does that even mean?
I don't know what it means. I don't know what
Alright, yeah,
gentrification
I'll just
is.
let it happen.
Old person have.
Okay, yeah, they're just staring at you, and one of them lets go of the lacquer, which is flaming, and it splashes down on you too.
Ah, gross.
Oh
What the hell
no.
is that?
I know. I waved the fire away.
They bolt.
Wait, I didn't know it was on fire. I thought it was just lacquer.
No, it's on fire.
Oh, okay. Ah! 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 Ah, right.
That was gross.
Invincible.
Yeah, the kids have a yappy terrier that starts barking, and they scoop it up and try to run into the next attic.
Hey, there's no need to run. We're not dead. Obviously, because we can talk.
Says the mouse.
They look at you like they're not at all convinced, like they've heard this before, and they run.
They'll open the door or whatever.
I mean,
Walk
kids
on up.
trust me, to be fair.
Yeah, they do, but they've heard this before. And a shutter falls free. It's made of a baking tin.
Oh no.
Like to close off the tunnel?
Yeah, to close off the tunnel.
Oh.
Punch. Punch.
It's just the bullet.
Move it across. It's a flower.
I'm gonna
Essentially,
catch
eaten by man, a flower.
at least one of those
Push the side
children.
down.
probably both of them.
Okay.
Tansy, fetch.
Okay, so these kids are dressed in very heavy stuff to prevent bites, clearly. Like their arms are all padded up and with buckles. There is a lantern on a stick dangling from their backpack. And they're both just trying to beat you away, like, oh, no, it's got me. They've got knives.
You're so cute, they're gonna eat you up. No.
Come on, kids. We're just here to figure out what's going on with this crazy town.
Are you back among us? Did you come back to us with the kids?
Yeah, I'll start moving back to you guys.
All right, we'll start approaching the kids.
Yeah, they're trying to take their feet in and stuff.
That's not happening.
Yeah. Then one of them shoves the other. It's like, wait, you're from out of town?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
out of town. We're from Cantown.
Okay, that's a new one. They don't usually say that.
Wow, these kids are really well put together for fighting off undead.
Right?
Look at what they're wearing. Look at how bite resistant. I'm poking it with my finger. Look how bite resistant this is. Smart.
It's kind of like, oh, stop. Ah.
So I'm gonna put you down.
Okay.
Don't run away again, because you know I can just catch you anyways.
Okay.
Put them down.
Okay, they peel those masks off and their, their armor, now that they're surrounded by well-armed adults.
I like grab one of the masks and I like try to bite into it. I'm like, oh my god, this is really thick.
Yeah, they've sewn leather on the inside.
Look at the craftsmanship here.
They're really well dressed underneath that, like little Sunday best outfits.
Aw.
Toss a mask back at one of them.
He's like, they left marks in it. Yeah, the little girl's got a terrier. It's looking a bit underfed, but
Give it a trail ration.
the dog is content and stops yapping for like 5 seconds.
Thank,
Let's feed the dog.
Thank the Lord.
Never mind the kids.
So, Adina, do you want to? What was that, Adina? What was that? What was that, Adina?
Character.
I couldn't tell because Adina has no division between Piotr and Adina in voice.
Oh no.
So I'll pass the kids my flask. Here, take a finger of this. It'll cool your nerves.
They both drink from it as though they're pros.
There we go.
Well,
Little tiny sailors.
so they both walk over to the bed and sit down, and they're just kind of staring at you.
Okay, so give us an idea of what's going on here, because we're here to fix your problem.
Oh, with which one? There's
Start naming them.
they're kind of whispering to each other. Okay, well, we're knights of the court here,
Oh.
and we're salvaging right now. You caught us salvaging. A lot of these areas are picked clean right now.
You're knights?
Yeah,
Tiny people can be knights, Tansy.
yeah, we're knighted by the High Negus.
Oh, which High Negus?
The High Negus. There's only one.
Yeah, that's why it's called the High Negus, Adina. That's basic Ancalian court stuff.
Well, currently there are many people vying for the name of High Negus.
Yeah, but these ones serve the real High Negus, not a usurper, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, see? Look at them.
yeah. Our patriarch, which is immediately a problem. She
Words can mean different things.
She gave us orders to find new supplies. We're running low.
Why are you guys staying in the town if it's all foggy and stupid?
The attics are safe, so long as we're in before curfew.
What happens during curfew?
Well, the mothers come, and their people.
Oh.
How many of there are you?
A lot. When the fog came, all the adults walked out into it, but
Are there enough to fit in this attic?
more.
Are there enough to fit in a Sunday school?
More.
Are there enough to fit into an inn tavern first floor?
More.
First floor and second floor?
They kind of look at each other and they're like, "No, she's big. She probably take Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's like a couple hundred.
A lot of our parents walked out into the fog, but none of us did.
Let's do that.
So, yeah. But the High Negus and his queen and the patriarch, they watch over us, and they it's safer up here.
Perfect.
Right.
We'll go meet them and we'll evacuate you guys from the town back to Cantown. We have unlimited food and protection.
We'll need
Which
to bring
sounds like a lie, I know, but it's just true.
they come to us a lot and promise us things. You'll need to bring a gift.
Oh yeah, okay. Which one of us can talk over long distances?
I can.
Okay, tell people in Cantown to send a barrel to. I'll go into the middle of the intersection of the street. I'll be like here.
Okay.
I don't know, fill it full of stuff. Suffering town barrel. We make a lot of them.
Okay.
Do you
Suffering Town Bell to prove that we're real, Beryl.
Do you have roses? She likes roses.
I mean, I don't eat them. They're
No,
terrible.
she likes them.
I mean, teal
They're
has
for the
garden.
patriarch.
Oh yeah, tell Teal to send
A bucket of
like
flowers.
just a bunch. Just tear up her garden. The red ones that you turn into milk of the poppy.
Does she like specifically roses or just like any flowers?
She really likes flowers, roses especially, but
We have a lot
they're
of
scarce.
poppies for
We
various
have
reasons.
a never-dying rose somewhere.
Just somewhere?
I don't remember who took it. Maybe Witch King had it.
Yeah, that sounds like something the Witch King would take.
Oh, I think he gave it to his wife already.
Oh no.
She likes flowers. There was a botanist around here, a flower shop, but we'd send kids out there to, get a flower to prove themselves. That's how we became knights, but they're running really low.
That barrel's gonna show up. I'll
Yeah,
catch
it just slams in there.
Yeah, just. I'll just walk back up with the barrel. There we go. Oh, one moment. Go out. Little container full of roses. And there we go.
They're kind of like digging through the barrel and like, oh,
It's like
okay,
food, medical
Big
supplies.
eggs.
okay. You don't
Weapons.
seem to be affected by the fog. It's not in your lungs. It's not.
No, I'm basically invincible.
Yeah, none of you have felt a single thing like with their.
What does it do besides make people go in it?
It turns them into
Oh, okay.
into those things.
I'll take another drag off my pipe and say, no, I built up an immunity. And just kind of gesture to it.
They kind of look at each other.
You strike a match, and then the lacquer on you catches on fire again.
All right.
Yeah, I'm patting it out.
So they're kind of like whispering to one another. Okay, court's gonna be in session, so we'll introduce you.
Okay.
Sounds great.
And yeah, they will lead you further into town through the attics. Can you pause for a second?
Yeah, sure, I can pause. And we're back.
Alright, so these children lead you through a variety of attics. Some of them are storage spaces, some of them are bedrooms. Nobody seems to be in any of these. Even though some of them are lived in, like lanterns that are still partially lit, and a lot of these feel just like kids move their bedrooms up to the attics, or have been building them over time by stealing shit.
I don't feel little buggers.
And finally, they lead you into the attic above Town Hall.
Alright.
It is a larger building, stretching out. It has several rooms. It looks as though this was like a panic area or something like that. There's even like a washroom in one area. And the room up ahead, the main room, has a red carpet leading up into the darkness. There are rose petals scattered on the floor. They've all been dried so that they don't spoil. And there are kids all on either side watching. They're all dressed in their Sunday best, like they're in court. And they're watching you. At the very end, there are two large chairs, fancy chairs that have been set up, and there is a person in each one with a veil over them. And the two kids who escorted you here with the barrel and the roses walks up, or lead you upward. You're not sensing water from either of the things
No.
in the chairs.
Didn't think so.
Why
I'll
would we?
notice that.
You'll give us the signal
Yeah,
where your
just-
cheek gets like veins that says they're not alive, dude. It's like a paragraph scrolling down.
Yeah.
A small child, she looks like she's 6 or
All
7.
children are small.
Yeah, true. She is wearing a large sun hat with roses along it. I, the patriarch, speaker for the Grand Nagus and the Queen, call court into session. She has she's clearly trying to sound very adult.
Right.
My loyal knights, you have brought visitors. And the two kneel down, like arm across their chest. Yes, these people have brought supplies from the outside world. They also brought you roses, flowers.
I like take the little bottle and toss it to the patriarch.
Yeah. Lands at her feet. She picks it up.
Good catch. We'll get anything.
You gave her a bottle?
It was like a little jar. It was like a little container. Like not a barrel. It was like a little container of them full of roses with their stems.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like catch. She didn't. I'm like, you'll get there.
Yeah. She sniffs at them. An acceptable offer to the court, and we welcome you. The aristocracy of the roses. She kind of leans over to where those two figures on the throne are, and she like whispers with them. Raises her hand to her ear. The Grand Nagus says you may approach.
Oh my god! I just got the bit. I'll approach.
Yeah.
They request knowledge of who you are, what you are doing here.
Oh, okay. I'm Silk, and this is Tansy, and that's Adina Calais, and this is Yared, and we are the gods of the Ceres Plains.
The High Nagus and his queen welcome you. I am Zara. I speak for them. And we ask for your assistance if you are willing to offer it, as you are gods.
Yep, we're here to clean out this town and take the survivors back to Cantown, where we basically have limitless resources because we're gods and we put the work in.
She immediately goes back to whispering with them. If we go with you, will you allow us to retain our sovereignty?
Oh, yeah, sure.
She nods.
We could set up like
again.
even a little court system. We have these ambassador bird people, and we can set up your court right next to them. It'll be fine.
Well,
Yared's eyes widen substantially.
one thing you're going to notice, Yared, is this little girl is a cousin.
Oh, okay.
Or half.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Very well. The creatures that haunt this town, they live in the cathedral below it.
Yeah, good one, Yared. You got it.
Perfect. 5 years ago, 5, and she whispers with them again, 5 and some years ago, mist crept forward from the cathedral, and they call the Black Motherhood came to be. Their court opposes ours. They send out their people, feeding us lies, trying to tempt us to return with them to the cathedral.
Okay.
What was the color of the mist?
Yellow?
Okay. No, just checking.
The fog has changed in recent years, but it is still as dangerous as ever. Any adult who comes in succumbs. A clear sign of your godhood is the fact that you have not. And all the kids are like watching you intently, kind of whispering to one another.
Sure. Well, yeah, we'll go in to clear it out, and then we'll just escort you all back to Cantown. That works. How many people are here?
Like 100 children.
Yeah, I knew it. Like about 100 kids. Perfect. Well, before we go do that, I'll go over to the barrel and wrench the lid off. Who wants food?
Kids all see that, and then they turn to the patriarch and the Nagus.
I'll just find a table and start putting stuff on the table. Find cups, so because we don't want to, give entire bottles of stuff to people.
Yeah. One of the children runs over and gathers up a bunch of cups from a cupboard and puts them on, and they all watch as the patriarch walks over, takes her share, and then she motions that everyone else can.
So
I'll set up a little refreshment stand, and I'll start giving out like deviled bird eggs and stuff, and bottled drink. It's spirits.
So the two kids we came here with said that there was someone that was really big.
Oh yeah, there's a larger girl in the back. You would actually recognize her as from one of the noble families.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not super big.
Yeah, she's just like wider than all of them and taller and weirdly muscled for a bunch of kids who have been scrounging for
Hinox.
5 years. Yeah, Hinox.
Or whatever.
Tila Hun. Hinox is...
Breath of the Wild.
no,
There's a breed of people.
Witch King is a Hinox.
Oh,
Tila
right.
Huns are the tall ones.
Ah.
Yeah, you would actually recognize that this city was run by a Telemach family.
Okay.
There you go.
When they say big, I was picturing like, the size of half a room. Like I was picturing like a giant monster. I was like, okay.
No,
The
she's
story
just
of
larger.
Fat Princess.
They just make it a big deal because, she's really muscular for a child.
Biggest child, she can punch you the hardest.
She's their Blade Lord.
Blade Lord.
So the 2 adults are definitely dead.
Those aren't adults, they're child-sized. They're just wearing veils over them.
I thought they were adults.
They're just fun. Fun-sized.
Yeah, they're just sitting in the throne. Patriarch goes back and starts whispering with them again. She's sharing a big secret.
They're definitely dead, though, right?
Not even moving at all. Like not even zombies, right?
Nope.
I
No,
guess
you
we
don't
can't
sense anything
undead,
from them.
But
We don't have the power anymore.
Yeah, don't poke at it too much, guys. It's fine. Kids just do this. It's fine.
Yeah. These kids are portraying weird rituals and stuff. Like they do a prayer before they eat, and it's very nonsensical.
Yeah. This happens literally every time you go. Like, Tansy, you've seen this.
yeah, that's how kids go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even a thing.
There's a fair bit of treasure here too. Like obviously this kid's been scavenging from the town below and just been gathering it up. It's all looking very tasteful around the throne.
That's good for them.
Yeah, they're doing that thing kids do.
Going tribal.
Yeah, they're going tribal. So yeah, I don't know. I'll ration out the food so everyone gets some, food and drink. It's alcoholic. It's all very alcoholic. It keeps. And, there we go.
Yeah, these kids are definitely no stranger to alcohol. There are bottles of
Baby.
here.
It's fucking a medieval setting.
Yeah, it's like, what are they gonna drink? Juice that's spoiled? Yeah.
I mean, that's what wine is, but I mean.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's like old bottles of soda that they've been drinking, but those are clearly all dried up.
Yeah, we'll take those bottles of soda and whatever containers they have, and I'll set up a hookah with all the tobacco I have, and everyone can just relax. People like relaxing.
What's that about?
Yeah, it's not hard. It's a bottle that smoke comes out of, Tansy.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So the kids gather up, and the patriarch takes.
Any of these kids severely injured?
None of them are super injured. Some of them are missing eyes, or one's missing an arm that's been hastily patched together.
Yeah, I don't think Circe's Knight would help with that.
I mean, you can patch it up better than a bunch of jackass kids can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a dean do the rounds.
It's likely they had to
That's
amputate it because a kid got bit.
That's not hard to fix.
Okay, properly dress the wounds, properly...
Distribute milk of the poppy to kids who need it.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of these injuries are older. Like the kids wisened up after a while, and but yeah, some of these were not treated well. Some kids lost more than a bit of their limbs to infection.
We'll spin on that too. It's like, we can just fix this back in Kanto.
Oh, okay.
Like the whole thing. We can just grow it back.
They're gonna believe you because you have not. You're just basically blatantly gods, and they're not gonna contest that.
Like, here, watch. Here, give me your hand. Give me your hand.
I'll just chop it off.
I wanted to do it.
Oh, look, I'll just regrow it.
He's got 2 hands. One of the kids points out.
I'll give you the other one.
To get a meat cleaver, looking half-hearted about it.
Chop it off. I'll regrow both hands.
So the kids freak out, and others oh.
Yeah, see, it'll just be fine. We have a god of death and life back in town that didn't come because he's hanging out with his wife at the wedding. And yeah, he'll just fix you all up, good as new.
Well, your hands is gone. Well, the kid's taking it.
That's fair.
Well, that thing's gonna grow eyes and stuff and crawl away, the thing style.
And
We've already done it once.
It'll have an adventure on its own.
Its own adventure.
Oh man, not again.
I just meant because you have shapeshifting. So
Yeah, I know.
presumably you could do something like that with a gift, where you're all the thing, where it's like the
I
head
spent
falls
1 million.
off and becomes a spider head.
Yep.
So the patriarch takes 2 red ribbons and is wrapping it around the wrists of those two kids who brought you as, a reward, a boon, because they delivered this. And she makes a big pronouncement about how they will have the honor of leading you to the cathedral
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
because they've proven their bravery and their resourcefulness, and the kids are like, oh, we get to go to the most dangerous part of town to.
Yeah, as a reward.
Why, thank you.
For bringing interlopers into my court, you get to.
I mean, should we just evacuate them now and then come back? It wouldn't take that long. Like
I
2
mean, I don't think
stops.
I don't think they'll want to leave. I suppose.
Why wouldn't they?
Do you want to leave now? We can just leave you. We can just take you now, and then we can come back and deal with the bad guys in the church later.
We'll need time. Some of the children are still out scavenging, or
Fair.
we'll have to pack our things.
Yeah, that's fair.
Say goodbye to lost friends.
I was like, Tansy, vomit out a cloud of crows to find the children and bring them back in their claws.
I mean, you could summon honey here, or take honey and
Oh yeah, let's summon up honey here. To like keep track of them while we're going to the cathedral.
That's why we went to the cathedral as well for the fight. I think we can just summon
Honey, we summon you, murder child.
Murder child appears. She's
Thanks,
like,
Tansy.
she's like got a cup to her mouth. She's like, oh,
Hi.
hi. Yes, I'm here.
Hi. So we found this town full of
Oh,
children. All the grown-ups are zombie possessed. I don't know. They're in the Church of Evil or something. You should keep an eye on the children while we go deal with the monsters, because if someone comes here and tries to kill them when we're not here, we need someone to make that not happen.
She raises up her gun and like does that cocking motion that Daryl just taught her.
They're gonna use this as an excuse to take our freedom away.
Should they, my darling?
I can do it. I'll protect him.
Excellent.
Yeah, the kids have gone full on tiny made up culture because of the apocalypse, you know.
You probably
Don't
should
question things.
Their
bug
leader is
their
half
leaders and stuff. You should probably just leave it alone.
She looks at the child, the patriarch, and the patriarch looks
With
at
two dead
her,
bodies.
and they both squint at each other, like they're doing that thing that girls of the same age kind of do, where they're like,
I can
Who's
kick
the
your
alpha?
ass.
"I can kick your ass." Yes. And then she walks over to the one window at the end, pushes it open, and props the gun outside.
Good idea.
It was a good idea that I had.
That you did. Good on you, Tansy.
The two knights
Bless
have
you, ants.
the two knights have put on their masks and their gear again. We can lead you.
That's all right.
Oh,
Away we go.
We can take you through the attics for a fair while until the center of town. And yeah, they will lead you again. Various attics. Some of them, these actually have children in them. They're kind of scavenging. Some of them have opened up attics. There's one holding a rope around their waist, usually, and they're like, there's bells downstairs. They're communicating with each other.
clever buggers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the buildings you pass through is a larger one, and there are a fair number of bodies with sheets laid over them.
Okay.
So, do they not get up?
No,
That's weird, right? Your country always has things getting up.
If you put them to rest properly.
What? Right?
they. We've never seen a kid
Oh.
undead.
Children bodies.
Yeah, these are all children here.
I mean, children should still be coming back, but if you do the proper prayers, they don't. Is that how it works? I don't remember.
We do the prayer. I guess it just works.
Excellent.
Or maybe again, the location here might be a bit different from outside the walls. So,
Yeah. This is. Oh, show her. And the little girl reaches over and pulls the sheet up, and these kids look like freshly dead.
What?
She died 3 years ago.
Oh, that's not normal.
She doesn't even look like she's dead. She looks like she's sleeping. She's clearly dead.
She is dead though.
Well, maybe it's something related to same gene, you know?
Probably the fog.
Probably.
Also, they were saying that like the undead, like grown-ups, were talking to them, which is not something your undead do usually.
Well, then
No.
maybe there's something else.
They come at night sometimes, and they'll come to our windows. And this is why we moved up to the attic. They kept coming to our windows and telling us to go outside and
All right.
so they lead you as far as they can through the attics until they reach the market area of town surrounding the cathedral, and that's where they have to drop down to the ground floor with you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Well,
go.
You two should go back for safety. We'll find our way through the cathedral.
Don't trust any of the adults.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Don't. They say things. They'll say what you want. They always do. They say whatever you want.
Okay.
And the two kids kind of offer a salute and flee back upstairs.
Salute them
Well,
back.
that was cute.
Yeah.
They're not good soldiers yet.
Yep.
And you have entered the center of town. It's not a far walk to the cathedral from here. So the area around the cathedral, the mist is lighter here. Everything looks soft, like there's almost light coming down from above. And there's fewer undead around here. The cathedral almost seems peaceful compared to everywhere else.
Okay.
There are white sheets, pristinely clean, hanging over the stained glass of the cathedral.
Oh.
Okay.
And the large doors are closed. This place looks untouched by the apocalypse.
Does my sun's sight penetrate into the cathedral?
No, there's kind of a magical barrier of some
Okay.
sort.
Should we knock or should we enter?
No.
Just walk on in.
Okay. Open the door. Walk in.
It's not like property rights exist at the end of the world.
I guess.
Plus, it's a church. Church is a public building.
Plus, Adina's royalty, and she owns this place.
That's fair.
Doors creak open, and inside is a cathedral proper. There are people at each of the pews.
Living people,
They look living.
but
You
definitely.
use sunsight, right?
Well, I
Yeah,
use
we'll just
sunsight,
grab
you
Adina.
use water sight.
We'll just have Adina just like, come on, Adina, tell us
Okay.
the truth.
You don't feel any blood running through these people. You see that they're actually rotten undead. You see people. Just people.
I guess there's some illusions around here.
Actually, you do see living people. There's children here.
Oh.
They're wearing like baptismal robes, and they are sitting in the pews, just kind of staring forward, looking kind of dreamlike, very pallid, kind of sickly.
Do you tell us what you see?
Yeah, it's true that I see an illusion for the adults.
You're
I
Adina.
did. Hey. So I think there's some illusion afoot. And the adults don't seem to be alive. Kids are, I suppose.
Do I feel life in the kids?
Yeah, they have very vague pulses though.
Okay.
And we're just
The kids
walking
are-
into
yeah.
cathedral, right? Like,
Yeah.
just straight through.
The kids are alive but dying.
Feels like they've been dying for
Yeah.
quite a while too.
This reminds me of the church under the whirlpool.
A little.
Similar, yes.
Is there anyone at, like, the front of the cathedral?
No, just people in the pews, people shuffling about. They're all wearing very light white clothing.
All right, well, I'll give one of the kids some citrus-based grain alcohol for the scurvy. I'll just walk up and she's like, come on, little guy.
He kind of smiles vacantly and just lets you do whatever.
All right.
The woman next to him, who is clearly not his mother, kind of turns to look at you. And she kind of reaches up for your chin.
Okay.
You're just going to let her?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Okay, she tries to wrap her fingers around your throat
Okay, that's fine.
and squeeze.
And she's going to start doing some real damage. This is basically a love tap for Atris.
Hmm.
Oh, undead woman's trying to choke me. Oh no.
I mean, you didn't warn us about undead women yourself.
Yeah, I know. I have this effect on them. I'll just put my hands on her throat, on her hands, and slowly move them away, and just kind of push her shoulders back down to the pew. Stop! You don't want to start this.
She
You
smiles.
cannot finish this.
She smiles, gets up, and starts walking away.
Well, she might be probably going to get the people who actually can fight, but
Yeah, that
that's
makes
fine.
sense.
She cannot cash the bill of sale she was writing for herself there.
How many kids are there?
There's about a dozen here.
What happens if I pick one up?
They let you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do a tansy pile. Just like Jenga stack the kids, and I'll just.
Three going head to toe, 3 going sideways. You know, like a pallet.
Once you start like gathering these kids up, all the adults start rising up from the pews, and more start shuffling in from other areas. There's a lot of adults here.
Are you intelligent? Do you have minds? Like, I know you lure the kids with speech, so you must have some sort of intelligence. So that's like
At least one
like
of
a
you.
bird that can talk like a man.
One of the people who looks a bit more human-like than the others, they're all kind of pale, and one of them kind of pushes the others away and walks forward. I can.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So it's clear that we're taking the children, and I'll gesture, and I'll single out the one that was trying to choke me. And it's clear that you're going to be aggressive about this.
Yes.
But, hot take, you let us take the children out of this entire town forever, and then no unnecessary amounts of violence has to happen.
We can't let you do that.
Why not?
Motherhood needs them.
Alright, who's motherhood?
They are... She kind of raises her arms like she has no words to... You're not sensing like this is a greater undead or anything. This is an undead that inexplicably can reason.
Sure.
She just raises her arms. They are everything. They breathe life into us once again.
Huh. Okay, are they around to talk to?
They are down below.
Okay. Cards on the table. We could probably wipe out this entire cathedral in less time than you would think could occupy about a minute or so. So how about we just take the children that are clearly starving to death out of here, and we go talk to them instead of doing that middle part where all the violence happens. And then we can negotiate with them like we're famous for doing. I don't know if you get news here, but we're really famous for negotiating things.
The woman smiles like you've just said something very pleasant to her. She reaches over to where there is a large holy symbol, like carved into the arm of the pew, rips it off like a weapon, and all the others start doing the same.
Okay, yeah, no, this makes sense. No, I agree.
That illusion starts to fade.
Yeah. No, that's
The kids still look like alive children, though, right?
Oh yes. But now you're seeing that they're dressed like the other kids.
Oh.
Adina would have seen this because she has sunsight, and she's been seeing this the way it is supposed to be the whole time. But yeah, the kids are all dressed in like ragged clothing still. They're looking super sickly, like they've had the life drained out of them.
The windows, do they still have sheets on them? But they're
Yes,
probably
but they're dirty, ragged.
Okay. I'm gonna make a child sack.
Okay.
I mean, I presume we had sacks for children coming in. We're not stupid. We know the kind of characters we play.
Go into my sack, children.
Hide into my mustache. I will grab Beacon, raise it up over my head. I will look her square in the eye and activate White Bone Harvest.
What does that do again?
I look at a lesser undead and they die. No police, no save, no callbacks. And then every hostile lesser undead in sight suffers my level in damage, triple for a mob.
Your level of damage, triple for a mob.
Straight damage.
Oh,
Jesus
You
Lord!
are level 5, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So 15 damage straight?
Or if they're individuals, like if they're like, this is about 15, like 5 hit die undead, they... Ghosts!
Yeah, a lot of these undead just explode. Yeah, they keep flowing forward. They're shambling quite noticeably now because they're just fucking undead. And a few swarms are going to start entering from below the chapel, from in the front door.
Okay.
I don't know if this is going to be much of a battle, all things considered, but...
Yeah.
I can do that every other turn for the next 2 turns.
Yeah, quite friendly between the lot of you. This isn't actually going to be much of a battle.
If you want me to drain the beacon while everyone else is gathering up the chillins to keep them safe, I can just do that. I can engage a mob and not be hurt by them.
Oh, sure. They're not going to be attacking the children, though. They're
Oh,
going to be
it's-
trying to pull them down. down to the basement.
Oh God, no, that's not happening.
Right?
I make a circle of fire
Don't.
around the children.
Okay. I'm like, what? Adina, no, you can't unburn children. You don't have
I mean,
resurrection.
I could, just they won't be alive. Because all the constituents part of a person,
You're
just
like,
not this part of
you're
my
like, you're like, it has all the same parts. I don't know why you're so upset.
Adina,
Tansy's like, I
in
mean,
a-
she makes a good point.
Adina, in a perfect calm voice, there is no difference between a collection of molecules in a dead person and a collection of molecules in a living person. The value has not changed.
The deal is fair.
There is no tangible difference between a dead body and a living one.
I'm gonna put the children in a child sack.
Okay. And the rest of you are going to fend off the undead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just undead. They're just shambling mobs, so...
We will put them all down. Do you want me just to drain Beacon of all its effort?
Sure. Yeah, that's probably what it'll take if you
Sure.
do that.
It's a goddamn slaughter.
Yep.
I never get to use this when Witch King's around.
That's true.
Such a nice weapon.
It's great. I'm going to give it to my worshippers once I reach that next kind of growth spurt.
Yeah.
I thought you already did.
No, I haven't yet. I haven't gotten that next growth spurt we were talking about.
Should be able to use that because those artifacts seem to be affecting people.
Yes.
Okay. And probably Mula could use it.
I'm not going to give it to Luna. I'm going to give it to Lydia.
Okay.
Out of character. When I get the power to have high priests,
Yeah.
and she's level 5 or 6 or whatever the level is, and she has, like, I'm going to give her my armor and my sword.
Nice.
Now that's like a hobo.
She doesn't dress like a hobo. That armor and gear is amazing.
Made of people.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, there are undeads shattered everywhere, bones, old flesh.
Well, I guess we'll gather them up in the pile and make a pyre.
Yeah. Burn it all. Set it all aflame.
Okay.
How long does it take me to gather the children and leave?
Not too long.
I mean, there's probably a bigger boss
You're
coming,
very fast.
but
You have a sack, and then like 12 children.
oh yeah,
You
there's
can
only
just-
like 12, not 100.
Yeah.
100's in the other place.
Yeah. So probably can gather up in the second one turn, jump out through the window to the thing, drop them off.
I mean,
Jump
if I like
back.
swung it over my head using a bow,
No!
I could probably hook it into Cantown.
Again, we want them alive.
Blood everywhere!
I mean, if they don't die instantly, the Healspire might heal them
The
up.
healing spell will put them back together.
It's just one amalgam of child, and it's like, no!
That's about right.
Father, when will you give me legs?
I mean, if we know where the Witch King is, if we just toss it at the Witch King,
We'll toss it into what's her name's bed chambers.
He's not a revival dispenser. You can't have him hung up on a wall.
yeah,
Have him upside down on a wall, spinning, draining his blood like he's Khan from the new Star Trek. It's
And
magic
you
blood.
just drop it on him. I bet he'd get him to resurrect them.
Yeah, they'll just drop it into his bed chamber, just a bag full of children.
Like
And
his to-do list.
and the wife is like,
His inbox.
It's like, guys, I moved to my citadel like a year ago. Why the fuck is there a corpse? A bunch of corpses in my
his
old room?
inbox. Jesus fucking
Pile.
Christ. Like his wife's like, look, children. And he's like, ugh, resurrect, get out of here.
Stop
She has
the
like the pink
bloggers.
helmet on.
We're awful people.
Can we get these children out of here?
Yes, it's quite easy.
I'm gonna take them. They don't start like freaking out when I leave the church or anything like
No,
that?
these kids are just in a fucking daze.
Okay.
And they're so malnourished at this point, they're not going to fight. Their bones are so brittle.
We drop them off to the other children.
Yes, I will gently
Yeah.
put them down.
Those knights were waiting for you, by the way.
Oh,
So when they see all those kids, they're like, we're going to get help.
Good.
Go do your thing.
And a sack of children.
I'll put the sack of child up instead of on ground level.
What, on a hook?
Well, the kids might have a hard time getting it that way. I mean, I'm gonna put it like
Like a
in an
bear.
attic so that it's not ground level world.
Well,
it's
you
You
on
just talk them up, it's like, catch.
No.
You can jump with the sack, go to the.
Shh, glass, broken wood.
Firewood for sale.
Just hang them up like you're trying to keep bears away from them.
Just jump like
It's like, oh yeah, we forgot to warn you about the bears that wander around and eat children.
Tansy, put the child sack up in the trees. We don't want to attract them. They'll get used to people.
Just tie them up so that the children will get their knives and you'll cut open the sack and let all the
Child can
One of them takes out a
Full of
lights.
candy.
One of them takes out a lightsaber. It's like, I got this. Bzzz, gore falls on. And I thought it smelled bad on the outside.
Oh my.
Oh,
Too much Bright Republic for you children.
Godbound. We don't know right from wrong.
Good on us.
Good for us.
So yeah, those children are saved. They count as saved. You put them in the safe zone.
Yes! No moral quandaries.
It's like that thing where you save a person and you get that karma, and if you let them die afterwards, it doesn't matter because you saved them.
Yeah.
No, it does matter.
And they get back and they're all dead. Like, oh yeah,
Only the intentions matter.
It's like the patriarch had us do a suicide pact.
Thou artst my patriarch.
So yeah, the inside of this monastery is just full of corpses now. Full of corpses.
Yeah, we'll gather them up into a pile and have Adina burn them to death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some more death?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Dispose of the bodies.
This place is very
Remember in
quiet
the beginning
now.
where I was giving each one an individual burial?
Yeah.
That didn't last.
No.
I underestimated the amount of bodies we'd be going through in our lives.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like, this would take hours, and we don't have hours.
You know, mass burial prayer.
I hear good things about mass graves.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna go down to the basement and figure out what the motherhood is?
Yep, let's kill some mothers.
See, I thought we were gonna come here and they were gonna actually just be like friendly grown-ups that were trying to get their crazy kids back. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
That would be an awfully shitty subversion, Tansy.
That would be an awful story. Something that Bright
Hal's
Republic.
like, fuck you.
That'll be
Sorry.
What?
that'll be something
It's
that
like,
Bright
Kevin's like, fuck you. That was the story I
Change
had.
these notes.
Right.
That'll be something that Bright Republic will publish. They're awful.
Okay, so these people aren't old stink scary mothers who are just like, we'll send the undead we created to save the children.
Okay, well, still, hey, we're still coming out ahead.
Yeah. Plus 12 children.
It's like we'll give these mothers some marmalade and send them on their way. They'll be fine. Vegemite.
Okay.
So yeah, you're heading down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take the front because all the terrible things happen to me, and I can't be hurt.
That's
Fair.
nice.
These stairs just keep spiraling downward. There's black in every direction. It's not dark. It's just black.
I gotta pick up the pace. It's gone to the point where I'm almost considering, like, I'm walking backwards. It's gone to the point where I'm almost considering throwing myself down the stairs to get down faster. All we do is go up and down stairs.
We put a lava pit down here just in case someone decided to throw themselves down the stairs.
Oh,
That's
no.
fine. It wouldn't hurt.
See, that's why we said Adrius first.
Like, I thought you people had ways of dealing with stairs. Like, I've seen the old buildings.
I'm literally flying. Like, I'm not.
Elevators are in development. Probably, actually.
Yeah.
Probably in development in Ancalia. Word.
Yeah, like, you guys are flying, sure. But it's like, just a straight tube, and I could just jump down.
Yeah.
Reality feels like it's warping as you go further down. Like it's almost like static or like reality tearing itself apart. Everything's flickering.
So I guess we're getting closer to the hole.
That'd be my guess.
Right, hole in the world. That's why
Yeah.
we're here.
Yeah.
We still haven't found the crazy guy.
No.
He didn't say he was in this town.
He was around.
He said he was round though. I was kind of thought
He said he was somewhere in northern Ancalia. There's a lot of northern Ancalia.
Oh,
Well,
Like, no, sorry.
if it come across, we would probably recognize him. I don't think he was one of the corpses around here.
That was less of a quest marker and more, if you encounter something like this, please don't kill my brother.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but even before I came to Ancalia, I was constantly running up and down stairs, like castles, towers, dungeons, like not like that thing you talk about in stories. I mean, like actual places where prisoners were kept.
Yeah.
They're really underground.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. It's the one part of my life that doesn't seem to have changed. I'm always going upstairs.
So you're saying you want wings?
I just want to. I wish more of my life involved ground level.
Oh.
I did the math once. It's like going to the washroom. It eats up like a month of my life, I think, every time we do something like this. Over a year. Just going up and down stairs.
Well, I think these are almost done.
No way! We've been going way farther than we should have to get to the bottom. There's something wrong with this place.
Stairs become veiny, like purple, intertwined.
Like a yam.
Is there something flowing in them?
No, actually, these are solidified.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely go the right direction.
And eventually, as you go down, even those start to become more unstable and look like they're just phasing in and out of reality. At some point around, you're actually climbing up the stairs.
What? Ah, come on, this is worse.
Yeah.
The stairs are getting steeper and steeper until it's like a few inches of step each time.
You know what I really hate? I really hate cake. No
yeah,
cake?
cake is awful.
Right?
It's
It's
so
the word.
sweet.
Nothing happened? Okay. I mean, you had to test it that way.
Fair.
And finally, along the stairs, there are the petrified corpses of children.
Oh.
They all look like they died of exhaustion. They're like splayed out, stony, barely even corpses at this point.
See, I think the stairs killed them.
That's
You have to step over a lot of them.
This is awful.
Yeah.
And finally, you reach a platform at the very top. Above you is a void into nothing that you would recognize as being very similar to what you encountered in Padilla, standing above you.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, we found it.
And at the far end of the room, further steps start to rise up. And at the very end, a trio of thrones slide into existence. There is a woman in each one. Older women, kind of that
Mother's
motherly
40
age.
then.
Yes, they're like 40-ish, actually.
Mother age.
Very motherly looking, wearing kind of gray cotton robes and dresses. Frazzled hair, it's kind of down over their shoulders. And they are watching you impassively. One of them to you registers as alive. The other don't seem to have movement.
You're the sun with glowing eyes.
There's a lot of children corpses here as well. They look like they died in prayer to these things.
That's awful.
Yeah, this is like a makeshift church. The pews are made of that same petrified material. Children in those, some of them are on the floor.
Do we sense cold breath?
I think they do give off cold breath, actually.
Oh.
Oh boy.
How fast are we?
I actually can't quite recall if Energymen give off cold breath.
I think that's uncreated only.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then they don't.
Thank fucking Christ.
Yep.
No, they are just watching you.
I'll look at the one that's alive. Hello.
She kind of wakes up, like she's been roused from her sleep. Oh. So you are the ones who intruded upon my castle, upon my cathedral, my home.
Awful lot of dead children here to be acting like you've been wronged.
I mean, Ancalia is our home, so...
It was mine too.
Oh.
I've lived here longer than any of you, most likely.
We're immigrants.
Oh, he's been around for like
Filthy
years.
Yes.
I knew it was a problem when we started accepting people from Long. I knew it would spiral out of control after that.
Oh, we're not from here. We came from a hole in the world from another place.
Ah.
We're from out of town.
She raises her hand up to that void up above. Yes. Yes, I know.
So no, we haven't lived here very long at all. We're immigrants.
Well, our city out here has been around for 1,000 years.
Yeah, Yara destroyed the world.
From before the Shattering.
No. He invaded heaven and killed God.
Well, not him personally, but...
The cousins. Those who ruined this world for us.
Fair enough.
Those who creep out of their sanctums now to prey on the innocent.
This all makes a lot of sense. This sounds like.
Yeah, but
Okay, Nicole is making this motion like she's pointing at the cathedral, all the children, and all the innocent that have been preyed on.
I mean, those are willing sacrifices, probably.
No.
I know, but you know, give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they really wanted to die.
Nope.
Please
Nobody
kill me.
really wants to.
Yes, 2 immigrants and a child-stealing fae, and if you want to know something, Adina believes that government should have more involvement in small businesses and their affairs.
You have jokes.
Yes, I have hung out with Daryl.
I don't know what a Daryl is, but it sounds like a redneck.
It sounds like a disappointment.
He's from the Bright Republic.
No, you're ruining
Awful
the...
person.
Now, what is it you want?
We came here to negotiate you stopping murdering children, but we already took all the children you have, so that's fine.
Oh,
And
More will come.
there's a thing about that, because I didn't realize there'd be a bunch of child bodies here when we came here to peacefully negotiate, and that is really putting a damper on the social aspect of this problem being resolved.
They gave themselves to me.
Okay, did you just make that motion, Adina?
no.
Okay.
No.
Alright.
There's no... Oh,
It's like they gave themselves to me. It's like, okay, well, just because a child walks up to you and you talk to it like an adult and make it do stuff it's uncomfortable with that hurts it in the long term, doesn't mean that they had the right to consent to that shit. It'd be like if you asked a child to give up its organs or something because you were its parent. It's wrong.
you've seen this world, yes? You've encountered the things here. There is no safe place for a child in this world.
Literally is. We have a town called Cantown, and we keep it 100% safe at all times because we're 5 gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. That means you'll be stealing them from me, which...
Children aren't property, people aren't things. So I actually can't steal them, I can only take them and put them in a safe place until they're adults and can make decisions for their own and live their own lives.
You've clearly never had a child of your own.
Nope, completely sterile.
And you could never understand what we must go through as parents, as mothers, what we must do to keep them safe.
You look a little too old to be a mother, so... You also said you live here a long time, which means any children you have are probably dead, so I'm not sure you might remember what being a mother's like. So that's point 4 to us.
She gets out of her chair. Any of you can detect sorcery at all?
No.
No.
What's a sorcery?
No.
None of us took that.
Let's see.
Unless we want to like grab Adina by her headlamp and like flick the lights and keep tapping the side of her head until she can detect magic.
Well, yeah, I can see various things on the sun side. I'm a trained geotechnician, and I've got ancient calm knowledge, so maybe some telltale signs of it.
Okay, Adina has heard of a ritual in which a sorcerer or something can extend their life and their youth by draining the life from someone else, large groups of people. And the younger they are, the better it is for them.
That makes sense.
This woman is definitely not 40.
Oh.
I did say she looked pretty old.
Yeah, she didn't like that.
Oh.
She doesn't like that.
She's in the process of not liking it. It's current.
So you know, like, what Daryl does and so on?
Drink blood because he's a vampire?
Well,
I know what vampires
If you
are.
extend
I taught you what vampires are.
If you extend it more figuratively, this is what's going on here, only more figuratively.
And it's fairly literal. She's feeding on children to extend her life.
Yeah.
It's clearly like every uncreated we've come across is feeding on people to do stuff.
Yeah.
Is she uncreated?
No, she's not uncreated, but that's like every time we've run into something like this, they're feeding on them to survive.
So
That's what feeding means. Even
we-
Yaren's people do it.
can not have to worry about her body?
I don't know.
I don't think she's
the
possessed.
Nancy.
That's what I was asking.
She's not possessed. I
No,
don't think
she's
so.
definitely not possessed.
No, I think she's just undead.
Oh,
I know, right?
alright.
I don't think she's undead.
She's not undead.
She's alive.
You don't sense that she's undead. You've probably you have never encountered undead like these before, so...
I mean, mummies, which are alive but also undead.
Yeah.
Same with vampires. They're also technically alive, like they pee and stuff.
But, you know,
What?
mummies and vampires have to die, which this doesn't necessarily have.
Vampires don't pee.
I'll break it down for you later, Tansy.
That's what Muna tells you. It's like, no, vampires don't. Our shit doesn't stink.
I mean, the queen doesn't fart, so...
So, yeah, she gets out of her seat, and those two undead at her side follow suite.
Okay.
And this is going to get terribly combat-y.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, those children start to...
There it is. There it
Those
is.
children start to
Waiting
call
for
their-
it.
There's a lot of children here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
If you want to pause, I'm going to start putting stuff...
There it
down.
is. I was waiting for it, and then it happened. And we're back.
So more of those undead children start pouring in from the stairs you just climbed up/down. Some of them start appearing from that blackness that is the walls of this place.
I keep regretting that we never spent like a day in between the first fight and the second fight.
Yeah.
5 years worth of chewing on children has appeared in this room.
You'd think we would have learned our lesson by now.
You would think.
God damn it. Every time.
We should just burn the kids as we were coming down.
That too. You're right, Tansy. You're definitely right. We should have...
Yeah, well then. A smart move.
Good call.
Yeah. I mean, hindsight. Hindsight. Every fucking time.
If we only had time. Okay. I guess it's our turn.
It's your turn.
AoE smite. Something to take care of the
Fun fact about your zone of danger. You know your zone of danger is 0 level in damage?
Yeah.
Every 1 point of straight damage your...
D8 roll. For AoE, yeah.
I was gonna say a full fucking sentence for the listeners.
What full fucking sentence?
Okay, explain.
Alright, so how area of attacks work in Godbound is for every 1 point of straight damage you do to an individual target, if it could potentially target an entire mob, that 1 point of damage translates to, I think, a d6 or a d8 straight damage.
Yeah.
Like it evolves up. So Peter, instead of taking like doing 5 damage to these mobs of children, is doing like 5d6 straight.
This is just D8 to the thing, like...
It's not through the chart. It becomes... Okay, you know how the Witch King has that spell he does, where he does 1d6 straight?
Like, he does 1d6 to the thing, but because the
It's
AoE
straight to
does-
mobs.
Yeah, it does
Yeah, it
straight.
says that in the Godbound book, though.
Yeah, because...
Alright, I'm gonna pause. Okay, so, it's, for listeners, it's on page 152, the rules for mobs. If you have an area effect power, it rolls that damage straight against mobs, like the Lich King's lightning power. If you have a power that does flat, straight damage, every 1 point of damage does 1d6 straight damage to the mob.
Yeah.
So Adina's 5 damage zone of danger does 5d6 to mobs.
Yep.
We always did this, and we just never knew.
Get fucked.
Get fucked. Anyway, who wants to go first? Adina with your zone of danger?
Okay, so first of all, I take up all my buffs. Secondly, I'm going to Miracle Cinder Watch, which is just on turn, so it doesn't take up my action. Which basically, every lesser foe within each takes my fray damage each round.
Oh,
so
shit.
1d8 straight to mobs.
Shit.
Each turn.
Oh, shit.
Okay, that's coming for the day. I guess I'm going to roll that now. That's 8 straight damage to lesser foes.
How much HP do these
24.
children? Oh shit.
And for my action, I put up a zone of danger on myself.
Adina sets just everything on fire.
I say mean words to corpses. Cinder words.
Alright. It sounds like Adina's dealing with the mob for once.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you guys do?
I'm going to hold my action in case the mother tries to do something sneaky.
Alright. I am going... What about you, Nicole?
I'm gonna... This is the God's Teeth.
Alright,
So there's the mother,
then she has 2 subordinates.
and 3 mobs of children.
Don't worry about the children.
There.
Should I just hit the mom?
Yes.
Go for it.
What?
Roll to hit. Her AC is 0.
I did not hit.
4.
Yeah, her AC's 4.
Oh wait.
Oh.
So 13 plus 8.
So you hit.
I do hit.
You did it.
Yeah.
Sorry, it looked like it was 0 because it said day next to it, and I just got mixed up.
So 1d12 plus 4 straight damage is how this works?
That's right.
1d12.
8.
8 damage.
Okay.
I never roll even half on these.
Yeah, I'll follow Tansy's lead and go swinging against the children vampire monster.
You attacked the mother, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I will follow suit with Tansy. A 1.
So miss. And you hold your action?
Yeah. I'm holding.
Criticals or anything, right?
I guess we don't have any mobs with us or any other support, so that's it.
Yep.
No, it's just us. It's just the 4 of us. They're old school.
So you punched an actual gory hole through the mother.
She's kind of like, ugh.
She seems mildly disgusted by that. And all these children start to form actual skin and start to look like actual children.
Oh no.
Adina is an illusion.
Yes.
Okay. So
Adina,
like,
are we
Don't
morally
fall
in the
for
clear?
it.
okay.
They're all dead.
That's really good. I'm really glad you can see through illusions. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh, shit.
To be clear, though, Adina, from not from your perspective, but from my perspective, this is morally good.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I don't want to do this, please, oh God, the children say as they move towards you.
Yeah. I've heard the same spiel from the mirror too.
Yeah, you also hear this, actually, so they are actually saying it. That's not an illusion.
Emotional damage.
And yes, the children are going to blood like water. No, wait, they're intelligent now, so they can do the other one.
Ooh. Spooky.
I have to look that up, however.
Sure. You can pause.
'Cause
We're back.
Okay, so because you gave them other sass, all 3 of these mobs of children who are now acting sentient and are intelligent are going to use Overwhelm as their free on-turn action.
Were they overwhelming?
You.
Me, Atris?
Yeah.
I wonder if I have powers to stop mobs from ever hurting me. Yes. There it is. Okay, so I have through a red forest,
Okay.
which means these 3 mobs, I am going to allow one of them to do a single successful hit to me and take damage from it.
Okay.
And the rest of them, it's not max.
You get to choose which one hits you?
I will allow one of them to hit me with successful damage. I don't care which one.
I think the GM should.
Okay, then the one that does 4 damage will hit you.
It doesn't
3.
matter because I don't care, Peter, so it's fine. And they'll hit me, and then every other attack I'm immune to.
Okay. So they overwhelm you and do 3 damage as
Okay.
they all try to tear you down. And because they're engaged with you, they can't exactly pull away without hurting you. Actually, they're a mob. They're a huge mob. Who else is close to Atris?
We both just hit the mom, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
close.
So these 3 children are now going to attack you each.
I have AC 0, just so you know.
Okay. Let me roll that then. They each get 1 attack. No, they each get 2 attacks.
This music's making me nauseous.
Right?
It goes around in loops. It's like.
Right? But yeah,
Those are
man.
2 hits.
I pull my powers.
Plus 1. You have 0?
Yes.
So 1 hits you. 1 hits you. 1d8.
Oh boy.
And they did a full 8 damage. So I think that does 4 if it's an 8.
An 8 through the chart
There's
does 2 damage.
2 damage, okay. They do 2 damage to you.
Okay.
As one of them
I'll put that
stabs you
off
in
the chart.
in the stomach.
You're down to 33 health.
Yeah, these children are all screaming at you and like
I have a very out-of-date character sheet. It says I have 29 health.
Oh no.
Oh, no. But yeah, they're all telling you they can't stop themselves and stuff like that.
And they're picking the wrong person to try and sway with emotions.
Apparently you're not real.
Just keeps.
But no, I'm gonna hit
Yeah,
them.
one of them looks up at you. Is like, "Is that what she told you?"
Just, yeah, goodbye. Picks him
Alright.
up by the head.
And two of the mothers are going to attack you, Garrett.
Oh, great.
It's so hard to separate Nicole from this. Nicole's like, but what if they actually are real?
Don't think about
they're,
it!
They're like smart and
That's
stuff now.
4 auto hits coming down the tube at you.
Jesus Christ, Jared!
No.
Embrace me as your god.
Can't do much.
Reject Christ!
I mean, you can regenerate all the damage if you
That's,
survive.
That's 24 damage coming down.
Holy shit!
Wow.
That's a lot of
I'm
damage.
gonna take it and then I'll regenerate next.
Yeah, they're all those two.
Went down to 5 hit points.
Actually, they're whispering at you about how it's all right as they tear
17%.
into you.
Sorry, who is doing this damage?
Those two of the undead-looking mothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Actually, they're not undead-looking. They're just very pale, but they're clearly undead. You can sense they're undead.
That was.
That's less than
Let us hug you, Yared.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
Witch King, quick! Oh.
So you can do that just after any turn, right?
Yep.
It's on my turn, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can use my shape-shifting thing at any time. But the lick my wounds is on my turn.
Okay,
And I have to
and
miracle for it.
then the other mothers, knowing that Atris is really hard to hit, but seeing Adina, who has a fire ring around her, but she has, ranged attacks, because she's a sorceress eldritch thing, is going to attack you.
Attacking
Adina. For 11 damage.
How is she going to attack me with some sort of magic?
Yes.
Can Yared dispel that? Do you want to dispel
The
that?
spell? Yep.
Prevent her from casting magic on me for the rest of the thing, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's just a straight attack. It's just flavored as magic. It's not an
Okay.
ability.
Then yeah, no, I can't.
Okay.
Well, no, any single magical effect.
It's just a ranged attack.
Yeah.
It's not actually magic, it's just that's the
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's different. It's not a
Okay.
gift or something.
Okay.
So 11, you said?
Yes, 11.
Okay. I'm 18.
And that is their turn.
Okay. Actually, wait. Yeah, whatever.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going to use lick my wounds. Gonna miracle that,
Okay.
and that's going to heal 1d6 per 3 levels.
Did you have something that you recover everything you've lost last turn?
he does not have vital
No.
furnace.
No.
Oh.
That was Witch King that had that.
But until the start of my next turn, I'm immune to physical attacks.
Cool.
So I can just use Listen to God's Teeth every
Oh yeah,
round?
yeah, we've been over this, Nicole. You do it all day, every day.
Right? I keep
So
thinking
this
that it
can
counts
effort.
as a smite.
It's not a smite.
Huh?
It's not a smite, it's amazing. It's unlimited power, Nicole.
I'm gonna do it again then.
Do it again.
To main mother.
Okay.
I'm hoping the subordinate
Mother.
mothers will die.
And more.
There we go.
Plus 4 plus your 2 hits.
So 16 plus
4.
4, so I hit.
Ah!
So 1d12 plus 4 straight damage.
Roll it.
4, so 8 again.
Okay.
I hate that. I mean, it's better than 2 or 1.
How much did you do?
4, or 8 again.
It's double the limit you could have naturally done.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I
four's
do
the limit.
1d4 plus 4.
So four's the limit.
Oh, the 4 still goes to the chart, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, I guess Adina bellows fire out of her mouth as she scorches the younglings with her harsh words for 1 damage.
All of them?
All of them.
If I was playing any other character.
Should I smite the mother or what?
Let me take a swing at her, see what happens.
Okay.
You get more than 1 hours and...
Alright, I just have to hit her.
Because she's got a 5 HP now, so 8 is maybe.
I rolled a 9 and got a 17. What's her HP plus 4? I hit her. She takes 4 damage.
4 damage?
She's at
Wait,
1.
you shot at her, right? Or you're
No, I'm right next to her, stabbing.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
I ran
me
up
and
to her.
her were-
We ran up to her and attacked her.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Does that
Blazowskiing
mean-
her from Wolfenstein.
Oh, right, you can't disengage from mobs, so. Because that's not a thing. So. Okay. It's just you were surrounded by mobs. And you
Oh, if they
ran
want to
away.
attack me, feel fucking free. They can just do that.
Yeah,
I'll take the
I'm
attack.
just not sure if that's a thing with mobs, because they're kind of everywhere.
I think it's like
If you want them to give a free attack, I don't have a problem with it. Have them attack me.
this mod. There's
whatever.
Tansy and Atlas next to her, and there are mobs around.
Yeah.
So like,
Because I'll just run through and take the free attack.
No, that's fine.
I'll do the Blazowskis thing where we're both stabbing each other.
Um,
And yeah, I'll run up and well, I guess I won't run up because I'm already here. But I'll move back and wind up and hit her in the head with the side of my hand
Okay.
and do force damage.
Her head caves in partially, like her jaw is just.
And now your zone of death is up.
yes, my zone of death is up. Okay, I guess you guys should roll your
Are the
prey die.
Eden mothers around us,
Oh
or are they all
shit!
attacking?
I forgot
you?
about
They're
free dice.
attacking him.
Oh,
shit, I also forgot about Frey
around.
There's free dice.
You want to get 5
1d8.
damage?
Yeah, I don't really care because they'll leave and I can get a free attack on them.
Atris in the last 2 turns did 3 damage total to one of the mobs.
Okay. To one of the mobs?
Yeah, you can pick.
Okay.
I did 2 and 2 damage.
One of the mobs? Okay.
I always forget about Frey.
Yeah.
Jared, you're Frey.
I don't think I'm close enough to the boss.
Frey is Frey. Doesn't matter.
Okay. What is that? 1 damage.
Alright.
Okay, should I try shooting at their mother or what?
Try to see if you can kill her. See if it's possible.
Okay, let's just roll. 7, 11 plus my 2 hits.
Right?
I think I'm a bit.
No, I don't think so, because you get 6, 10, 7, so you got 17.
Okay, so I missed. Okay. So that's us.
Yeah.
Alright. So the mother that's being attacked by Atris, she extends her claws and starts stabbing at your shoulders and neck.
Did you not hit and kill her?
No.
No. So she hits twice instantly or automatically.
Okay, I am going to just assume that this is going to hurt like hell, and 9 iron walls it away from me.
So you're immune to damage for the
Yeah.
Okay.
Physical damage.
Yeah, emotional damage will totally fuck me up. I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah.
I'm not being flip. So yeah, I'll just stand there and take it and not be harmed in any conceivable way.
Okay. So the other Eden mothers are going to attack
Sorry, the other what?
Eden mothers.
I thought you said 8, and I'm like, where the fuck did the other 6 come from?
They're
Well,
reproducing.
multiply.
We found out that 8 isn't so great.
It's what mothers do. They multiply.
They congregate.
Oh, no.
They swarm. So they punch your cheeks better.
So yeah, they both leap on Tansy, and they auto hit.
I guess Yara gets an attack of opportunity because they disengage from him.
Oh wait, yes, they're on him, so they're just gonna keep stabbing him then.
That's
Thank you.
I mean, that's good
Thank you,
because he's
Adina.
immune from
yeah, I'm
damage.
immune.
Thank
from
you,
physical.
Adina.
He lived his
Bless
own
you,
wounds.
Mance.
Lance.
Lance.
You're immune to damage, so they don't do anything.
Yaha.
I mean, you can leave. Leave. Shoot.
And the
Shoot.
children are going to do damage to everyone around them.
So I guess.
Also, they're going to overwhelm you.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
It means they do damage to you. Auto hit damage.
So they engage me as well.
No, they're hitting her.
Okay, because everyone. So okay.
I mean, everyone that's in the mob currently. You're not, because you're surrounded by fire.
Okay.
The mom's attacking me, I presume, but I'm just
They're doing overwhelm, so.
so immune to damage. How do you think this is? I'm not even gonna bother taunting them. Why?
They're dead.
This is life or death. It just seems cheap to taunt them.
8 damage.
I will take that off your sheet for you, Nicole.
If they had been a bit cockier to us in the beginning, maybe.
And now they're actually going to attack you.
Oh no!
Oh
They really weren't that.
Because they're
cocky.
overwhelmed, so.
The kids are just kids. They were dead. They were corpses when we first got
Honey,
here.
children.
Yeah.
They don't hit. So that's their turn.
Tansy's at 70%, Yared and Adina's at 60. I'm at 90.
Oh.
I'm Atris. I'm Gazorpazorp fucking Theo.
Mm-hmm. Okay, guys.
I'm hit the mom. She looks really close to death, right?
Yeah,
Well,
She-
at point.
she's caved in at points. She's got a big crater through her stomach. She's currently just clawing into Atris.
How much HP does she have?
1!
Oh, yeah, okay, then I'm just gonna go. I thought she still had 5.
No, she's super high HP. You have to stab through
Wait.
Atris in order to hit her.
Wait, let me, because in the event that we drop her, you could then target other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me do it. So you still have access to your limited power. I'm running low on effort. Okay, I will roll, and I rolled another 1. Peter, you programmed this dice roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
So she's right up to you, and you're stabbing her, and you're just stabbing her through that hole in her stomach or that crater.
I'm doing the Blazowskowicz
Wait,
thing.
why don't
We
you-
both have knives and we're stabbing each other.
Miracle the hit on anything but a 1.
But you
I'd
know
rather
them.
not, because I want effort to take unlimited damage.
Plus, he rolled a 1.
Yeah.
You fucked up.
I don't think you have to do that before you roll a hit.
No,
No.
it's instant.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I have the power,
So
I'm
you
a
did
living
roll.
god. Oh, also, that mob that's engaged with me takes 2 damage.
Okay.
Alright, okay, it's back to you, Tansy.
I mean, I could try killing the mother.
Do it.
2 and a miss. Okay, but everybody else takes 2 damage.
Okay, Tansy.
Now
These
it's your-
children are on fire.
The humans
Yeah.
are dead.
I hit
Aha!
What do you hit?
the mother.
The one that's currently ripping Atris apart?
I mean, I'm fine.
Yes.
Okay.
4.
4
4
damage.
damage.
She... Yeah, you punch into her, and she explodes in every direction. Ripped apart.
That's nice.
She doesn't say anything, there's no real reaction. She just explodes from behind.
This is my
Good job, Tansy. Good job. And then I'll turn on to the. I'll turn around to where the mothers are.
I'm going to create a zone of danger.
Yeah, they've turned in your direction, too.
Adina,
Zone of
how
danger?
are those child soldiers going? You got those under control?
Yeah, they're fine. They're
Okay,
smoking.
because I'm trying to keep them from not killing me.
Oh.
Try and get rid of them.
How about you join me in the zone of danger?
I
Fine.
point to the eaten mothers. I am busy.
Okay.
It's called Eaton, like E-A-T.
Yes.
They're a type of...
Like they have been et.
Like Ethan
X.
Princess, only Ethan Mothers.
Yeah, it's a type of
What?
undead where you're consumed by the horde, but you don't die. Or you do die, but you become an intelligent undead.
Huh.
Basically, if you die a really, really horrible death by the undead, you gain all powers.
Some people purposely allow themselves to be eaten in the hopes
Yeah.
they become one.
That's fucked
It
up.
doesn't work usually.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah.
So yeah, what else are you guys doing? You're creating a zone of danger.
Zone of danger with the word of night.
I rolled
I'm
already.
tired of these
You
guys
spend that
attacking
effort.
me.
So is that all of you?
Yeah, I went, right?
Yeah.
You
I
spent
killed
Oh,
effort.
yeah. I did. I
Frey.
need to do.
Oh,
I rolled Frey already.
Frey.
I have not rolled my free yet. I got a 1. Or a 1.
I
One
hit for 2 for Frey. And zone of danger is for the day.
Without having a computer,
Yes.
I have no idea.
That's
Like,
a
I'm
miracle.
pretty sure we're winning,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean.
We're doing pretty good.
Okay, those eaten mothers, rather than disengaging from you and risking... Wait, you don't hit
Next
very
turn.
Next turn I'll hit zone of danger though.
hard. Exactly.
Danger zone.
But you don't hit very hard when they... Otherwise.
Yeah, it gives them incentive to leave.
So yeah, they see the shadow up, they both turn, they look at that, the pieces of the other mother that's on the floor, and they move towards that, provoking an attack of opportunity from you.
That's
Hands
fair.
covered.
So I get to hit both of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you got a free hit.
What was that? That's a.
They have 4 AC.
This was my plus.
Is it an attack or is it a
So
damage?
It's an attack of opportunity. It's an attack.
I do 2 to 1, and I do 4 to the other one. Ha!
Nice.
Rolling good today.
You're doing it.
I did things and stuff.
Yara saves the day.
Always.
At least contributes.
It actually doesn't give me a list of what they can use their effort on, so it's kind of like, oh,
boy.
Probably some undead stuff.
probably.
What a helpful sentence.
Yeah, fucking Lord, Adina, you're just a sage.
A bundle of wisdom.
Bundle of something.
I mean, if you had brought human people here, they would have been fucked, but
But we're too smart to do that.
Why would you bring
I didn't even bring honey.
Energumens, right?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they have powers, but none of them are really used for, plus they get limited ones, so.
yeah.
So, yeah, you attacked, you did damage, so they're gonna move over to Atris.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of them attacks you, and the other gets down on the floor and starts eating the pieces of that mother that was there.
Hey! No! No!
And starts looking a bit less pallid and dead.
Oh, are you kidding me?
So she's gonna restore 3 hit die while the other one attacks you.
Hacking over there.
I suppose there's no way for me to stop that with like alacrity.
Actually, there is. You miracle your alacrity if you get a turn right now.
Because I have that power.
And then you loosen the god's teeth, the one that's trying to eat. And then you do 16 damage, and then it dies instantly.
I'm gonna
No
do that.
saving throw.
Tell me how much. That's 2 effort, right?
Yep. One for the miracle, one for the...
Because I have it. I have that power, and it's instant.
You
But
have faster than thought?
Yep. No, I have the storm breaks.
The storm breaks.
Or
is
no,
not that.
sorry, yes, but I think I do have faster than thought actually.
I don't think you've bought faster than thought.
Where is it under?
Your character sheet, and you don't own it.
It is under alacrity, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll mark off effort for the day. Bing. Oh, how many Loosen the God's Teeth have you done?
2?
2.
Okay. Then, yeah, you still have 4 effort left.
After this or before
And
this?
this will be a
Right
turn.
now, you have 4 effort after you spent for the thing.
12 plus 8 plus her AC of 4.
You hit.
I hit!
Haha.
Do it, Nicole!
12 plus 4!
16 damage!
Fucking explodes.
16!
Dang.
Fucking she dies!
So yeah, she's got that piece in her mouth,
So
you run up and punch her, and she
rats.
fucking shatters, something comes screaming out of her and disappears into the void up above.
Becomes one with the Force.
It retreats back to whatever world is on the other side.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That's just one. And then there was one.
Yeah, the other one's attacking you, because she was in the middle of that to try and distract you.
Alright, well, what does she do? If she doesn't do a lot of damage, I'll just take it.
She did 6 damage in total.
I'll take it. I'll let it happen.
And now for the undead, we're going to overwhelm Tansy, because you destroyed their mother.
Mother.
2 of them.
Exactly. You killed a lesbian couple.
God damn it, Nicole!
Polyamorous, there were 3 of them.
Right? This is even worse.
God
Wow.
damn it, Nicole! This is just like the 100. You can't introduce characters like that just to kill them off.
I don't think that's what happens.
That's exactly what just happened. That's exactly what Tumblr will say.
So none of them hit you, because they didn't roll very high for that.
Yay.
No, wait. They auto hit. So they do
Yay.
5 damage.
Reverse yay.
Reverse yay.
5 damage?
Yeah.
Hi.
You're at 20.
Reverse yay.
You have 2 hit points less than I do right now, so you're
Oh, I
fine.
was thinking yeah.
Yeah.
And when they all
Yeah.
attack you, they don't hit, because you all have really high AC, or low AC. So
Yeah, we do.
So yeah, that's their turn.
Okay.
Well, let's just clean up at this point, unless anything surprising happens.
That's fair.
War were declared.
7 damage straight to all the mobs.
And I rolled a 7 and miss, so I only got a 19.
Oh, my,
No.
Oh, wait, that wasn't on my turn that I just went.
Fucking time.
Okay.
This is not the day for Atris.
I'm going to cast Firestorm. Basically, fire falls from the ceiling, and every foe I target gets 1d6 die of damage per level of Godbound, and they can do an evasion save to have half the damage. So, okay. I'm going to roll the damage and give all the evasions.
Okay.
Alright, let's pause while we're doing the number crunching. By the way, on my fray, I did 2 damage to the mob.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just pause. And we're back.
So all the children mobs are wiped out in flames.
Basically an inferno here. Adina went full on dragon mode.
Yes. Their spirits are free from the corpses.
Oh.
All that good stuff.
Hey kids, before your souls go to hell, start worshipping me.
No, remember, they can't go to hell because of the patriarch.
Yeah,
Roust aren't my patron.
they're all clinging to you guys. They're not going to go to hell. They're like, fuck that.
Good.
Good idea. I'm gonna throw a knife at the last living Eden Mother and hit her for 4. Because I can do that.
Nice. Okay.
Fancy, punch her face in.
I already went.
Fancy, punch her
How
face
much HP does she have
in.
left?
7.
Simon. You have enough.
Did you hit?
Yeah, I did.
Did you damage?
Yeah, I did 4.
And now she did well.
Yep.
Yeah, now she's at 7.
Fancy,
So
loosen the
loosen?
gun
Should I or should I not? Just in
You
case
got
there's a third
3
step.
more.
Do a normal attack.
Yeah, just in case there's something good to come from the hole afterward, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 20,
Perfect.
so I
4
hit.
damage. Or well, we gotta roll a d12, right? I'm super glad we don't have criticals in this system.
So 1 damage.
What?
I
5.
rolled a 1. Oh, I didn't loosen the god's teeth.
You still get +4 to damage, buddy, from
Yeah.
your strength.
Yeah,
Well, it
and
goes
that
to the
equals
chart.
1 damage, bitch.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Bitch.
Alright, so you cherry tap her.
Just
Anyone else, or is it...
That was us.
that's us, yeah.
She can't run away.
No, she really can't. This is kind of a dead zone of deadness.
Yeah.
We kill things.
Alcohol-powered robot.
She kind of looks like she's searching for something, and when she can't find it, she just looks up at... You did just kill her sister, so yeah, she's going to attack you twice. Auto hits.
How much HP do I have?
20.
Well, now you have 5.
Ooh.
Maybe you should have loosened the god's teeth.
Yeah, she claws into you for 15 damage.
Is that both for attacks?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Fucking lord.
I've actually been forgetting that she has 2 turns per round. Each of
Oh.
those has 2 attacks, but it's a little too late for that, so...
Fucking lord.
Okay,
Ah!
Get her! Everybody get her!
Smite.
I hit for 4.
Nice. She's down to 1.
2.
I'll hit for the 2.
Yes! We all hack and slash and murder.
Murder her, something goes screaming free from her and into the void.
If I had death, I would totally miracle to catch and put in a jar.
Right.
As a punishment.
Go smack it before it goes there.
And there's nothing here. You're not even in that area anymore. You're in a basement of the cathedral. That void is still above you.
But it's just like a normal basement now.
It's a normal basement.
Okay. Before we do anything else, that was very good teamwork we all displayed.
Yeah.
Let's go take 16 to 18 hours to nap. Let's just leave.
Yeah.
Adina, set this entire basement on fire.
Yeah.
All of it, every inch of it. Every surface is covered in fire. Is my vision for this basement.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
And then we will back out of the basement with Adina at the front of the steps going back up, and every step she takes backwards gets set on fire.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back later.
Do with the...
We'll come back after we sleep. We never sleep.
Okay.
Alright, so you're heading up from the basement?
Yes.
We're gonna head up, set up camp, and rest back our resources.
So are we gonna go sleep where the kids are, or not, just in case the patriarch decides to be a little rat?
They couldn't possibly hurt me.
I'm really hurt.
I could heal you up a bit.
Yeah, and if things go south, that's not gonna go well for people who aren't us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't we just stay in the church in case they try to do something awful, in which case we don't have to deal with a bunch of children we knock out and then put into one large crate and ship back to Pantheon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so you're all going to sleep.
Yes!
Yep.
Rest up, can we? Does it happen?
You can't be surprised, right?
Yes, that is true.
Alright, but you're all sleeping otherwise?
Well, I'm sleeping. I don't need to sleep.
I also don't
technically.
need to sleep.
I'm just
I
curious
see.
if you are, though. You don't
No.
need to sleep.
They're resting.
Okay.
They're resting enough that they can have their
Heal.
ship back,
Yeah.
but they're not sleeping because they don't need to sleep.
Yeah.
I will
Alright.
eternally stand watch, as is my way.
So as you're resting, a child comes up from the basement, clearly undead, clearly kind of trying to stay out of your vision.
Hey.
She kind of freezes up and looks at you like a deer caught in headlights. She looks like a person.
As I'm looking at her, I will pick up a ration and I'll throw it at Adina's face to wake her up.
Ah!
Adina, use your mage sight.
I look at the child.
She's undead.
He's dead.
Hey, are you intelligent?
She nods.
Alright, why don't you sit over there in the corner while we rest? And we can have a conversation when we're done resting. Because the alternative, and I don't know if you've seen the basement recently.
She came up from the basement.
Yeah. Go to the corner.
She sits there.
I'm assuming you're keeping your eye on her.
Yes! Garrett, stare at her in the corner and make sure she doesn't leave. I'm going to keep an eye out for more things.
That's all that comes from the basement.
Go in the corner and think about what you are.
Yeah, this kid isn't dressed like a person from Ancalia.
So we rest,
Mm-hmm.
and then we are done resting.
All right.
What was that about the kid?
I'll point to the shame corner.
Oh. Hi.
She just stares at you.
What is your place here?
She shrugs.
Like, were those your mom's downstairs that we just burned?
She kind of tilts her head and then shakes her head.
Can you talk?
She kind of clears her throat. It's very dusty sounding. And she says yes in a language. You can understand any language.
Yeah.
This isn't a Ancalian language or a Arson language. It's a language.
What does it kind of sound like?
Kind of Chinesey?
I don't think I know a lot of those.
Mandarin-ish.
Yeah, I don't know anything like that.
Isn't there a place in?
There is. He's just never been to Rukashimo Tayo.
Oh, wow.
He just knows about it.
Okay.
But you can understand us.
She nods.
Okay. I'm gonna ask her, I'm gonna talk in Abyssal and be like, can you understand this language and can you talk it?
Abyssal is demonic, right?
Yeah.
No, she wouldn't understand.
Okay.
She just kind of stares blankly at you.
I'll cycle through some of the Ravenlofty languages.
Lofty. Are there any that are
Latin,
like arcane?
Russian, German,
There
Latin,
is one that's
Darkanese.
Chinesey, but he doesn't know it.
Any of you that can understand a Latin-ish language, she would understand.
Darkanese.
Yes. Yeah, she clearly isn't Darkanese, though. She just, yeah.
Ding ding.
Yes.
Alright. Oh, perfect. I'll have a conversation with her in Latin and translate for people.
Okay.
What's your name? Where'd you come from?
I don't know my name. I came from a... She kind of tries to say dead world or a graveyard or...
Oh.
Yeah. Since you all know the Witch King, and the Witch King's talked about this, you know.
The Witch King is the foremost expert on night roads, along with that mysterious stranger he hangs out with.
Yeah, there are worlds in the Night Road that are just dead and have been dead for a long time, and nobody's
Oh.
there anymore.
So how is your world? Are there any more there, or is it just you?
Shrugs. They all left.
Oh,
Okay. Well, you don't seem evil, so that's good.
you can come with us. You live safely as long as you don't hurt other people. It's all fine.
She kind of just points to the doors, like...
Like, am I free to go kind of thing?
Yeah, you're not free to go. It's super dangerous out there, and you're not from around here. We're also not from around here. Me and Tansy, we don't come from this world. We came from another place that isn't the fallen world. So, it's really dangerous out there. We'll take you back to our town. We'll show you the ropes. We'll get someone to teach you the language, and, you know, it's fine. People like undead. Undead are great. We have a death god in our village who, like, is the god of undead, so we can accept them. It's good. He could probably work you into an adult body if you wanted one eventually.
She kind of looks down when she is just noticing her body and rolls her eyes.
It doesn't matter.
Just-
It's all good.
Yeah, she seems more annoyed, like she just realizes, like, oh, fuck, a child body. Okay.
We're gods, by the way. I'm a god of violence and conflict. Tansy is a demon god. Adina is a god of fire and rulership. And Yared is a shape-shifting trickster god of the ocean.
She kind of makes motions like a boat, and then just shrugs.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
a boat.
Yes, boats exist.
Sailor.
Yes,
Yes,
he's a
you
sailor.
understand. Sailor, sailing.
Yeah.
It's what I do.
Oh, you're shipwright.
Was. Died.
Perfect.
Dead.
Yeah, we could talk all about ships. I know everything about them. I used to be a shipwright too. We have a complicated history that we won't get into for reasons. It would take up like 45 hours of exposition. Maybe 2 seasons worth.
She doesn't seem like she has time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No fucking person.
We have time to count to 1,000,000, but not for this.
We're resting because we got into a fight with the things down there, and it really wiped us out a bit, so we're just getting back up to fighting strength to go back in and finish it off.
She nods, and it passed down the road.
Yeah, the hole.
They went, something went up, saw them, things.
Okay, we'll probably have to follow through there and finish it off.
Yep.
She kind of nods, not looking too convinced. It's maze-like, strange, other worlds.
Okay, we'll take a look. Wait, I'll pick up a rock with a note. And I'll be like, honey, head here to these coordinates. And I'll throw it behind my back, and with bow, it'll hit honey in the head. And
Headshot.
she'll get my note.
Why is she coming here?
When you do that, you hear something clip the outside of the cathedral, like a shot went wild.
And I'll just put my finger up like, wait for it.
She gets her ass over here, looking annoyed.
Hey,
rubbing her
honey!
head. So, which of you did that?
That was
Why?
H. What do you do?
I sent her a message.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, honey, this is little, basically Silent Undead Girl. Little, basically Silent Undead Girl. This is Honey. Honey's gonna take care of you with the other vagabond, ragamuffin-y children that we're taking care of. And once we're done killing all the demon gods inside the hole in the world, we're gonna take you all back to Cantown, where you'll basically live like a king.
They packed.
That's perfect. We just dealt with a bunch of undead mothers that were cloying and smothering, and now we're going to go into a hole in the world and kill every single last thing in there that is shitty.
Yep.
She's like the thing I hate the most.
I hate cloying mothers. Glad mine's dead.
Oh.
Jesus!
She killed her whole village to get away from that. So, I mean...
So take care of her and make sure she doesn't wander off, because she has no idea just how lethal this world is, and you stick with her. She's a murdering demon god child that Tansy keeps as a pet slash
Apprentice.
a angelic servant thing, and she'll show you the ropes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's perfect.
I'll do that.
I wouldn't really say angelic. I mean, like, she kills angels. So you don't call someone that killed angels angels.
What if an angel kills an angel? Checkmate.
Yeah, I'll take her.
Thank you, Honey. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so I spent a little bit of power saying that message, so I need another about 16 hours.
Really?
Well, I didn't want to walk to get her.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So, I'm just saying, like, you say you're gonna go and kill this thing? Dead worlds are entire other worlds that are dead and full of
I mean, if
things.
there was like a monster in the Uncreated that was causing problems, I didn't mean the dead world.
Yeah,
The
no,
dead
those were
world's
the
going to
things that
solve
crawled through.
itself when
Yeah.
we close the night road.
Yeah.
So I think what's left now is we grab Anna, come over here and say, hey, close this.
Rubber on it until it shuts.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna check out the night road first to make sure there's not like a boss monster in there.
Yes, yeah.
No.
That's the smart thing to do here,
That's
guys.
fair.
Pretty
That's
much.
fair.
So, I guess the plan is to have Anna over to close this gate and then we'll wrap up this town and bring
Yes.
it away to Canton.
Yes, in the interim, we have decided not to go into the night road, as we left
Yeah.
off at saying we were going to. For the listeners, we decided not to do that because there's no
Because we
reason.
remember their plan.
Yeah, there's no reason to go in there. There's no innocence in there we need to rescue or
Yeah.
anything, so we're just gonna close it and it's fine.
Call it a day.
Job
Good.
well done.
Goodbye, Night Road.
Honey returns with that undead girl not long after, and she's like, "You probably want to see out here."
Oh, okay.
We'll look out.
Alright.
What's outside?
Is the mist clearing?
The mist is gone, and the undead are turning on each other at points.
Oh,
You hear like screaming and stuff from those hordes.
Well, I guess it's time to put them
some
down.
of them are probably. I tap on my head.
Semi-intelligent?
I don't know the word for it. Yeah, like sentient is the word I'm looking for.
Sentient?
In
Yeah.
character, but out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In character, I probably don't know that word,
Yes,
but that's the word I was
that's-
looking for.
Well, I guess you can clean up the town.
How do we want to save the ones that are
Smart.
dumb? How do we?
I-
We can't separate them though, because we don't have our guy.
They're kind of the ones who are running around.
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
Okay.
Go on through.
You speak languages, Adina. So you say those who are intelligent come here, get behind us, and then we're just gonna slaughter everything that isn't behind us.
I'm gonna fly
Okay.
and make really big, lots of arms, and I'm gonna pick up all the ones that are like not
The obvious
dumb.
victims.
Yeah, the obvious.
Okay, they're just random assorted zombies, some looking far worse for wear, but it's like the moment they started displaying intelligence, they started getting torn apart by the others. And yeah, they're running from every direction, trying to get towards.
I'm gonna pick up as many of them as I can, and be like, "We're trying to rescue because we realize that you're smart, okay? So don't bite me."
Yeah, none of them are biting you. Most of them look really confused.
Especially because what this site must look like.
Just gonna start killing the ones that are obviously not smart.
Yeah, they're slow moving and they seem to be acting much more disorganized now that the energy men are dead.
Okay. We clear the town up with various means.
All right. Once the like intelligent ones are far enough away from the hordes, they lose interest. They don't like follow you for ever. So yeah, you pick up about a dozen who haven't been rended to pieces.
Alright, we'll separate them and send them also to Canton after we're making sure that it's on deploy.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of them do actually speak,
Italian.
yeah, proper languages. Some sound like they're from other places, like one speaks Lomite, or
Whatever Lom's language is.
yeah,
Disappointment.
Pretty much.
yeah. They're really confused because they were certain they were dead, and now they're in another body that isn't theirs.
Oh, that's interesting.
But yeah, it's easy enough to separate them. And,
We're just stuffing souls into different bodies now.
That's not a good idea.
That's really cool though.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
yeah, so that's that. You
Do any of you know how you got into the wrong body?
one of the points just kind of like raises her three-fingered hand. I was in the cathedral, and now I'm in this.
Oh. Or maybe when the calamity happened, something weird came around?
When you said you were in the cathedral, do you mean like right now or like 5 years ago?
5 years ago?
Like, were you just there now when we went in there and killed all the undead? Or were you in there when everyone was alive?
Everyone was alive when I was in there.
Okay. So, bad news. A lot of bad stuff happened about 5 years ago that you probably don't remember because you were dead. But now you have a new body and you're not dead. Or at least you're not
She looks at her gray.
yeah, so, or at least you're not, well, dead. You're undead. But it's great, because now you get to live forever.
Don't worry.
Oh man.
Tansy has this like smile on her face, like, this is so fantastic for you.
This woman cannot weep tears, for they have long dried up. But ichor drips from her eyes.
Ipus.
Yeah, so these people don't speak the language at all and are very confused and irate. But no one's like attacking you. They're just exceedingly confused about their situation.
Nah. Tansy got it. She got it in one.
Yeah.
We have a safe town you can come to, and it'll be fantastic. We will work that out when you get there. We'll go now.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we kill the rest of the undead.
Yeah.
Give us a
Shreds.
proper
Round up
burial.
the children, round up all
I thought
the...
you said grind up the children.
No,
I was
round up.
I was
no.
like, Garrett, no, bad.
Turns out I was the monster all along.
Who's the funk master?
Right?
No. Round up the children, round up all the treasure, anything valuable.
Yeah, the
And-
children have all
yeah.
packed with suitcases. They're, the High Nagus and his queen are in a wagon constructed, still with the veils over their heads.
Still,
Totally dead.
still dead.
Yeah, draped with gold. I mean, you haven't actually seen them, so.
I mean, I've seen them.
Oh, you can see under the veil?
As long as nothing magic
Use X-ray vision.
material.
They're dolls.
Oh.
They're dolls from Dulambai.
Oh, that's much less creepy. Okay.
Yeah, they're carefully painted, carefully maintained dolls that the patriarch has been carefully polishing.
That's fantastic. That's way less creepy. That just means she's being manipulative, not
Yeah,
that
no,
they're
she's
just keeping
fey.
corpses around to think they're actually talking to them. She's not crazy. She's just manipulative. That's fine.
She's fey. I got that, like, right I was
I
like,
mean,
yep, no, this
Just
is...
because she's fake.
Yeah, like we already dealt with this because I sent a message to Cantown on a rock.
Yeah.
They've already constructed Little Grand Nagiston.
You realize these are children and not stupid birds. They're gonna be like, oh,
Kevin, are you going to try and tell me there's a difference between stupid birds and children?
Yes.
I mean, vaguely. Children don't
gonna
mold.
I mean, it'll be a
Not
little,
yet, they don't.
it'll be a little castle for them, where the patriarch can talk for whatever, take some donations.
It's going to be a little
candy.
royal court for the Grand Nagus to go to, and there's going to be
Well,
rooms.
the child-sized stuff too, so they don't have to live in a
And
grown
there's going to be
world.
rooms, a place for them to hang out together while they get over the trauma of all the shit happening because they want to hang out with each other
It's
to
probably
decompress.
Also,
This is
a
how-
lot less condescending than the bird one, because the bird ones are literally dumber than these children. These children are just kids that have been surviving and are actually really good at it and are really smart.
Wait, most of
It's
the
It's literally just we made them a ghetto. We made them an extra little neighborhood to hang out in.
It's a PTSD thing. They're able to hang out with each other and be around familiar things they've been used to while they slowly acclimate to the real world and pull themselves out of it. And then when it's done, they have a cute little thing they can show their kids to, or those Grand Nagus dolls still are.
Yeah, probably most of the children will be able to integrate into society quite
I
easily.
mean, all of them will be. We're amazing.
And just the little patriarch would probably want to continue being the little patriarch, and
She'll
they're there.
probably join my cult and end up doing well. I don't know, she's fey.
She's a child.
Yeah.
We'll induct into the proper religion. She wants to be the patriarch, so
They've loaded up several wagons with the treasure just from, places, watches, and coins.
that's nice.
And yeah, they're all just waiting for you. They're on the streets for the first time in forever, and they don't have to wear their gas masks.
We did it, everybody!
They kind of took care of a lot of the undead near the entrance of town just by walking along that plank up top and stabbing down.
That's good.
So they're good now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I guess we load them up on the ship. Yep. All the Jolly Rogers and the little Jolly Roger.
I forgot that we were on a river city, so I'm like,
Yeah.
how are we gonna get them home? Am I gonna have to turn into a giant thing for them to ride on?
It'll be a children crusade.
I was about to say, yeah, we'll just march them like a children's crusade.
So you're taking them back to the ship. They're on the ship, and they are fine here. They will be safe.
Fair.
The undead aren't gonna try to eat the kids or anything?
No, but it is.
They're well trained. Unless the Witch King is the Funk Master.
It is evident enough between the children and the undead that it is best to keep the undead in another area. And
Yeah.
they're-
Yeah. The children might stab them.
Yeah, the undead are still trying to acclimate to their situation because.
Yeah. Like, the undead aren't being threatening, the children are being threatening.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
'Cause they've encountered an intelligent undead for the past 5 years, trying to coax
Yeah.
them into the cathedral, and it worked a few times. So.
Right?
Yeah.
At least 12. Probably
Yeah.
more because there are a lot of bodies down there.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
so many children.
Okay. So we get Anna around here, make her close the nightroad.
I'm not going to gloss over that because we're going to go and talk to Anna and bring her here and see it happen.
Yeah.
Plus, also, I mean, it takes a long time, so.
I mean, she could just brute force it and take a lot of damage. But
Let's not do that. Let's not have her die.
Are we gonna go?
Because the whole reason we're closing this night road is so we can close another one later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go to Cantown first, or are we gonna drop the kids off at the Art Island while we go close the night road?
We will go drop them off at Cantown.
Okay.
oh, okay.
That's just for the best.
It's gonna take Anna a while to learn anyways. By the time you go there
Yeah.
and back.
We're not in a rush.
No, that's fair.
Okay.
Children don't need to see art.
That's right, they don't.
Children need to pet the bunnies, especially that one bunny.
Just stay away from that one.
Hit me harder. So
Uh,
yeah, you take the ship back, and you encounter very little trouble on the way back, save for the sirens / mermaids who, cling to the sides of the boat.
That's fair.
Everyone put the wax in.
some with beeswax.
You put the do you put your wax in? You don't need assistance this time?
Sure.
There we go.
That's how Adina died.
And that's why you always
I'm
think
allergic to
about-
wax.
I'm allergic to condescended though.
So yeah, and then you arrive back at Ascara, and from there you go back to Cantown.
Yep.
We'll bring in 100 children to Cantown and some undead.
Yeah.
Wait,
What? Wait, what? What? We're gonna stop in the middle of the ocean, Tansy? Should we drop anchor?
no, it's fine. You
No,
put
the
them all in the
anchorite.
town already.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
Put them in
put
her
with
orphanage.
the rest of the kids that live in my house.
Your house can't hold 100 people,
I
Tansy.
have more than one house. There's an entire village.
Tansy, we built a tiny city,
Yeah, well, we didn't need to do that.
and they can go and read to the bird people as therapy.
Could've spent money.
Tansy, you can indoctrinate them into your cult later.
They're adults and they can consent.
No, but they're mine.
So there are plenty of people when you get back who are like, "Oh my God, children! There's living children," and you're the matriarch of your place, and
The matron, yes.
yeah, the
I was
matron
like, the matriarch? Who are you talking about?
and the Unitarian Church are like, "There's some living children."
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we can take some in. And pretty much everyone. There's a lot of people who lost kids and stuff like that, and they're like, yeah, we'll totally take in these children. And
Perfect.
it's very tear felt, especially because some people had relatives from that town. And you're like, oh,
It's all emotional and shit. Gross.
Give the noble one to the noble family.
oh yeah, she has a cousin here, so she's
Perfect.
taken.
Oh,
in.
the big lady.
Yeah.
The big girl.
Yeah. Actually, you rescued her. You rescued a woman from Hadia, who's of the same family. So yeah, they're related. She takes her in.
Cool.
There you go, Game of Thrones.
Yes. Now she has an heir.
We are so great. We rescued all these people.
And Saint Bethany and Saint Jean take in those undead and are kind of like measuring them up. They're like, yeah, we can fix them up.
Yes.
Nice.
We can make sure they don't rot to pieces.
Plus, once they're in the city now, people will start healing and regenerating.
Mm-hmm. Does that work for the undead?
I mean, the
as well?
undead are gonna start healing.
No,
and
there's not an
regenerating.
undead fiction over, but
Yeah.
we have those guys, Saint Jean and Saint whatever. I'm talking about the children.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the children.
Their
who are-
arms start growing back. It's like a little baby arm. They're like, ugh, ugh.
Look at it wobble around.
Probably freaking people out chasing them with it.
But yeah, everyone is welcomed, even the undead.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This is our society.
We did it.
Yay, team.
Well, let's go finish the job.
Hmm.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I guess you'll just come back to Cantown after this anyway. So
Yeah.
you'll head out again.
Yep. We'll head back and make sure that place is secure for what's her name.
Okay.
Anna.
Are you gonna send a message to her to make her way to you? Lydia's with, or Muna's with her, so she can escort her.
We can also just pick her up there and give
Yeah.
her more time to prep.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, so we're not sure exactly how long she'll need.
Yeah.
So yeah, first thing first, you're going back to the town, or you're going back to the art gallery.
Art gallery and then the town. We'll pick them up at the end, like
Exactly,
kind of
yeah.
on the way. Yep.
Okay, so going to the art gallery, it is the same as ever. It is carefully maintained. There are kind of a few cousins loitering about now, actually.
That's good to see.
Yeah, none from this area, or from the area in the Ceres Plains, but a few other ones who are just around, living here.
Huh.
Okay.
That's good for them.
We'll ask them where they came from, or
A few of them have different stories of coming from various barrows, some that shut down, some that, they've just been wandering for a while and found this place.
yeah. I'll let them know Cantown and like all that we've set up there and whatnot.
Oh. And they are fine with us, the humans?
Yes, very much so.
But you gotta not eat people.
Oh, that is fine. That is fine. Most of us here are barrow dwellers. We simply need the presence of a stabilizing barrow, or there was one around there, yes?
Yes, there's a few around. So
Yes, most of our cousins who require more meaty nutrients have fallen.
it's unfortunate. Yes, there are burrows around. There's one of the towers around as well. If any of you
Ah, yes,
work
yes.
with
The
that,
Institute.
the institute.
It was
And-
a tower of research.
Yes, I believe.
It was a little sciencey and like
Yeah.
architecture or
Yes, correct.
past
Archaeology?
digging. There we go.
Yes. And then Cantown, yes, my people or cousins are welcome as long as you feed consensually and don't kill anyone.
Of course, of course.
Yes.
We can manage that.
Perfect.
And yeah, they will probably eventually leave this area and head to Cantown.
Yeah.
The art gallery itself is quiet as always, pristine. That rabbit butler thing is wandering around dusting the area. The thing that's made from a bunch of rabbit pieces all put together.
Gross. I don't remember that.
100 rabbit statue.
Oh, gross. I don't remember this.
1 million ants.
Yeah, he's like a butler.
It's like, if you took 400 rabbits and, tore them open.
Yeah. And also, that statue that you fought is also just on a central area.
A plinth.
That's cool.
And
Yeah, I didn't want to destroy this place. This place is definitely worth keeping.
you don't
Art is pointless, so I don't care.
Yeah, you don't see the artist here, but Anna is here. She's just been living here.
Did you
Hi.
learn the thing?
I did.
Perfect. We have a thing for you to close.
Excellent. I do look forward to testing out this piece of lost magic.
Excellent. And then once we have that down, we can look to Sorrow.
Yes, let us leave this place. He has been filming me non-stop.
Creepy. I don't know what filming is, but it sounds like an invasion of privacy.
It
Like
is
he's
very much
been
so.
covering you with like a little layer of like
Ooze?
grease or something. Like what do you mean he's been filming you?
I mean, that is what makeup is essentially, but
Alternative
What's-
take? I don't know what filming is, but it sounds like an inferior artistic medium.
she kind of points to some of the screens. Some of them are showing off that video, which is more refined of you guys doing that battle. And others are of her being interviewed or just trying to meditate, and it's artsy and has like an overlay. Trying to look pensive.
Soccer score.
It's like, yes, let us leave. I never have to come here
How
again.
many fucking star wipes is he using in this?
Training montage.
Okay, I assume he's actually good at art.
You don't know me.
We trashy art. there aren't any artists around.
Pansy,
anymore,
all
so-
art is pointless.
Yes. I have learned what art is, and it is indeed pointless.
Oh, she didn't know what art was. I forgot.
Oh.
We told you it was pointless.
It is quite simply the most awful thing I've ever encountered. And I take apart bodies.
I'm not going to argue that, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, she gladly comes with you.
Same.
That's Muna.
And Muna, who's been here as well, and she is not looking happy.
Oh, you didn't like staying here, Muna?
No, I did not.
It's not great.
No. Our necromancer queen here, and
Oh, right, the race war. I forgot about that. Sorry.
oh no problem. I sleep comfortably with the knowledge that I could crush her throat at any time.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Do you sleep?
If I want.
Hmm.
I mean,
Vampire.
I don't need a coffin anymore. It's quite lovely.
Let's get out of here. This place sucks.
Yeah.
Everyone is in agreement, and they climb on the wagon that has been provided.
This place sucks and it's bourgeoisie.
I mean, I liked it.
Like
That's
it's-
okay.
It
That's
sucks
okay
as
that
a
you like it.
long-term place to hang out.
The cousins are loving it.
Yeah.
They do.
They're discussing things like philosophy and
We have
the
culture.
book wasn't about anything. It was just about a man hating an animal. It was just about a sailor hunting a whale. Don't add more to it.
no, see it. It's about the
Epic
acceptance
enough.
of
No, these last 3 chapters were about just how to fish.
Yeah, they are arguing just the most pretentious stuff possible.
Art, the worst.
Like books from, pre-clap society
We'll
and
take-
how they adapt to nowadays.
We'll take you. I thought you the mermaids.
So, yeah, it is a very quiet wagon ride back to that town. More undead have congregated here from elsewhere and are just kind of hovering about, being undead.
I think they're drawn to the...
Well, we'll fix that. We'll burn this place down.
Okay. We clear the way to go to the cathedral, go down, and
Nothing here is going to stop us.
Yeah, there are a lot of undead down in the basement of the cathedral staring up to that void endlessly. Their eyes have burnt out.
Jesus.
They don't react at all when you come down here.
Are you intelligent?
All of them.
No, they're not intelligent.
Alright, I'll just walk up behind them and just put my finger through the back of their head, one at a time.
poke.
Yeah.
Is it weird how strong we are?
I mean, we're gods.
It's just not even like 2-3 years ago. This would be just I'm just walking up individually to behind them, and just putting like my hand in a nut, like my hand's like knife flat. And I'm just putting it into the back of their skulls and dropping them.
I could take a small city with the creatures you are using here, and you are destroying them with a single finger. It is very weird, yes.
It's just my life has gotten infinitely more complex since I came to Ancalia.
I don't know. I would consider it simpler if I could simply do what you do. But I suppose with great power, great responsibilities.
The great shepherd the small.
Yes, that is a...
Or what? There was a phrase that the Lawmite guy told me. It was the great nourish the small.
That's from
That
the
sounds
Chow
like...
culture.
Oh, good for Ichao.
I probably didn't say that in character because I would
Yes,
know that.
I know. Out of character, I knew what I was saying.
That sounds like the words of a farmer, so that makes sense. Very well. Shall I begin the ritual?
Yes, and then if anything comes out, we will actually incredibly kill it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please remain at the ready.
Oh yeah.
This will require much concentration. And she sets about with carving runes into the stone around her. She actually pauses, walks back outside, and comes down with several undead who begin the work for her of carving into the stone.
Smart.
She's like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm a witch queen.
And they set to work marking every single brick in this area with runes. Check how long this magic actually does take. I think it's like a week.
Yeah, we'll hang out here that long. I don't give a fuck.
So yeah, most of the week is spent meditating for a short few hours before returning to marking down areas. Nothing major comes through the hole. Occasionally an undead will rise up and attempt to kill her. But it's nothing that the four of you can't handle. Plus Muna, plus her.
We are all powerful.
Yeah.
Exactly. And finally, at the end of it, she takes a seat in the very center of the room. plants her hands on top of 2 runes that have been carved in, and begins to chant in a language that only eldritches and angels can understand.
Good for them.
If it's the angel primordial, then technically everybody can understand that because it's carves its own meaning into your own brain.
Oh yeah, it does actually.
Yeah.
So you would understand some of it then.
Probably not the context. It would be words that wouldn't make much sense to us because we're not magic.
So yes, that area above you begins to flicker and static electricity, other worlds, things flashing through it at an increasingly rapid pace.
Oh hey, I think I saw that world.
Probably, actually. Various hells, various heavens, various things trying to reach out. And slowly it starts to shrink back in on itself and collapse. And Anna kind of reaches over to whoever's closest and taps them on the shoulder. You're going to want to get out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I will be behind you.
Leave.
Yep.
Okay, and the cathedral, once you have left, starts to curve in on itself, like it's imploding.
Crumpling paper.
Yeah, like it's crumpling paper. Anna very hastily leaves the area, not long after you do, and the entire cathedral pulls in itself until it forms a crater.
Huh.
Yeah, there's no explosion, there's no loud noise, it just curls in, and then there's nothing.
And it's gone?
It's gone.
Is the mist still here?
Oh no, the mist is faded.
The mist cleared when we killed those things.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying
No,
I
attention.
no,
wonder
just-
if this is what happened to the monastery where her sister was.
Oh.
Similar.
Because it was also a giant crater.
So someone else can close these.
I mean, any sufficiently powerful Teoj can.
Well,
But I mean,
they
have to
the
know
spell.
how. Good job, Anna!
Oh, yes, I am.
Huh.
Let's go me.
Very well done.
Okay. Well, I guess our mission here is done.
I am sure we will be lauded with praise when we return. All those who contributed it. She kind of side glances at Muna, and then she's like, shall we?
Oh, first thing, we should burn this town to the ground. Flat.
Why?
In case things are harboring here or we missed people, we should just go building to building and make sure nobody's here and then burn it straight down to the ground and flatten this place out.
Shall we not pillage it first?
I think
I mean, I
it's been...
implied that.
Oh, yeah.
there were like a bunch of kids living here, and they've been pillaging for the last like 5 years.
Well, I mean, they're children. They do not know the art
They
of
don't know
pillage.
how to get into safes
They
or
don't know
anything.
the art.
And you're from a pillager culture, so you probably know better.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. She goes off and returns with more undead, since the other ones were caught in that collapse. Shall we?
That's...
Yeah, we want to do that because if people come wander into here, they'll get killed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just wipe it out.
Yep.
So, yeah, she has...
I mean, we have crafting gauntlets and there's 5 of us. Like, there's a bunch of us. We'll figure it out.
So yeah, between the lot of you, you systematically loot every house in this area and then burn it to the ground,
Yep.
one at a time. They catch fire really easily because all the houses are connected.
Well, we can control fire. That's not the problem.
Oh, that too, yeah. Adina
One
could
sec.
just burn this.
Get your back.
Okay, and yeah, not long after, given your combined power, this place is entirely on fire.
Yep. Just
Yep.
flatten it out.
Yep.
And there are several trunks worth of treasure, rare goods.
Yes.
I heard
It
it
sounded like
too.
he said several Trumps worth of treasure. I'm like, he's pretty rich, so I guess that's
I
a
mean,
lot.
yeah.
That's a lot of fucking treasure.
Several poorly designed wigs worth of
Oh.
Shake, shake, shake.
just things and stuff. Portraits,
Things of value.
You should take your pictures back to your people. Because that one girl liked paintings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to take some jewelry because your grandma, mother, old lady at your parents' house likes jewelry.
She does.
Dina's aunt.
I have no idea who she is, how they're related. It's not her mom, I'm pretty sure.
My mom's dead. Okay.
On that charming note.
Yes. Everyone's parents are dead. We know.
So yeah,
That's just
I
what
never had any.
happens.
everyone
See?
gathers their things.
Yeah. Well, now that the city's done, we know we can close them. That's the win. That is the win. We know we can
Yes.
close these things. All it is now is a matter of time for us to go to Sorrow, and this is the next stage. We can do
This
this.
entire area feels less oppressive now. Like this entire where you are, not just the town. Just the sky seems a little clearer.
Yeah. Like a curse has been lifted.
Like a curse has been lifted.
This is the next step.
Yeah.
Now it just requires us to raise up forces and resources and take back the capitals, and then we can just seal them forever.
Let's do this 8 more times.
We can do it.
Perfect.
Very good.
Yeah. Like this is the biggest win.
Yeah.
Shall we return and be lauded by the people of Cantown?
Yes. Let's. And we will leave this place. With its quiet, solemn music.
Indeed.
Appropriate for Ancalia.
Need better music for arriving back in Cantown.
Sure, I'll pause. And we're back.
Alright, so you return by boat.
Yes.
Yep. Back to Canton.
And there is actually a celebration waiting for you when you guys return because they were aware you were going out to do exactly that.
The biggest thing ever.
Yeah. Everything's decorated with poppies and white ribbons.
It's like the proof of concept for everything else.
Mm-hmm. Everything before this was
In
buying
preparation.
people time.
Yeah.
That part of my speech.
People have been cooking. There's a tray set up. It's probably one of the first celebrations Ancalia's had since all that happened. And everyone's just out having a good time. When they see you, everyone's cheering, raising their glasses. Absolutely everyone's here.
Perfect. Yeah. We will come on into town.
Yeah.
I'll like raise Anna's hand like champion.
Yeah.
Yes. She nods, waves with her other hand. They have a stage set up for you guys. They took their debate stage and kind of carefully polished it and everything like that. They don't have like statues of you guys because that would be a bit gauche.
I was literally thinking the word gauche.
But they have like they've inscribed this mural into a stone wall.
Ooh, I like murals.
And yeah, they set that up of the 5 gods that returned to Ancalia. And you're all like, holding your hands up, and they've kind of done little inscriptions of like each of your powers as they've seen them. Like Idris is surrounded by an army wielding swords. Adina is surrounded by fire and light. Tansy is,
Beasts and children.
actually, yes, there's children, and she has a fawn in her lap. It's a bit like that satanic.
The goat.
And you've got just an army of cousins behind you. Like, they all look different and strange, and your arm is like turned into a claw.
Probably a beast with like a jawbone.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Here it's like a dragon arm basically, but like a beast, like a Satan beast.
yeah. And the Witch King is surrounded. Oh, sorry.
No, go.
And the Witch King is surrounded by what are clearly undead, but they look, like people, and they're holding him up. Like their hands are held up to him.
The only thing I'd say is instead of swords, Atris's mural would be him like covered in weapons. Like not that he's wearing them, but that they're in him and he's standing okay.
I build up an
Like,
enemy.
should we really portray him being stabbed with a bunch of swords? And he's like,
And everyone who's ever seen him is like, yeah, built up an immunity.
Christ. So yeah, they're not like rushing to the stage. There's a lot of food out there, and they're like, here.
We'll mingle. Yeah, we'll meet with people, see people we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
See how the kids are integrating.
Oh yeah. A lot of them have been adopted and the like. The noble family from Salon is here. Adina's family is here. Just kind of everyone.
Everyone's here.
Even a representative from the Fey Borough.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, that architect woman, she's asleep. It looks like she's very, very drunk.
That's fair.
Yeah, Teal is on the very other side of the party, trying to not be noticed by this very drunk small woman.
Oh my god.
Yeah, your knights are here.
Lydia.
Oh yeah, Lydia's here as well.
I guess my worshippers.
Oh yes, they're all here.
All the worshippers.
Yeah, all the knights are wearing like fresh new banners and stuff like that.
All the children knights, are they wearing fresh new banners?
Oh yes. The parents are being quite humoring about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if they want
Little
to join the
child
knights, you know, you have to have pages early, right?
They're gonna become squires probably. Yeah.
Once they realize that they're not really knights.
Once they that patriarch has her own seat and she's surrounded by those children. She's very, very popular.
I'll go up to my people in Lydia. I will tap a keg. That whole thing where it spills everywhere. Everyone's like, ah.
Yeah, Lydia kind of raises a glass in your direction. You did it. I mean, I never doubted you could, but you did it.
People are around me. Up to this point, everything we've done for Cantown and Ancalia has been buying you time or buying you succor before another eventual calamity hit. After today, we just showed that we can make progress on this place.
We can take our country back.
Cantown isn't a refugee camp. Cantown isn't a brief respite before the worst kicks in. Cantown is the first new city for a new Ancalia that won't have nightroads and won't have uncreated and won't have undead everywhere. It doesn't matter. They know what I mean.
Yeah. Everyone clinks their mugs to that. They're very cheerful. There's like one of those birds is dressed up as a jester and it's performing for people.
Oh, they're great.
Nice.
It doesn't seem to realize that it's being a jester, so
Stupid.
Even better.
It's just hanging out, and people think he's great, so that's great.
Everybody's happy.
People are cheering him whenever he does something. I mean,
Probably
Loves
telling everyone they look pretty, and because they mimic, right? And they've been told.
yeah. Sir Marcos and the other knights are having their shifts switch because they're patrolling the area in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lift their glasses of wine in Adina's direction.
The sun's rising over Ancalia once more.
Everyone cheers to that and raises their glasses to the sun.
Yep.
Yep. Tansy, the kids are all here.
Yeah.
Like, the matron's like trying to. She's already had to break up so many fights between these kids and the kids from the patriarch.
Who's better?
probably, well, yes. Probably also the kids would have assumed that they were, like, gonna join them. And it's like, wait, you're not? Why not?
Are you better than Satan?
Do you see these horns? It's amazing.
Yeah. Honey is clearly the boss of all of them, and she's a few glasses in at this point and smoking from a hookah
Oh my god.
and looking like a little adult. While also having like a doll tucked under her arm and stuff like that.
And undead servants.
Yeah, she has started carrying around this doll since those other children arrived with their dolls and are playing it up, so she's like, yeah, And the cousins have made something roughly equivalent to, barrow bread, and they're handing it out. It's not addictive, they're just making, this is the closest we can get to the recipe without having you horribly addicted to it.
That's fair.
Addictions are wrong.
Oh yeah, it's got like a whiskey or bourbon type sauce on it. Rum, actually. Rum would be the appropriate.
Basically a rum cake.
Yeah, kind of like that. And they're just serving plates of that.
Adrian is like, I didn't realize Bay food was
Addictions
so good.
are right.
Yeah, just everyone's having a good time.
Let's all introduce each other to grain alcohol.
There's even a few representatives from Mascara here. They're all breathing into those masks and enjoying fish.
Good on them.
All right, the fishmen.
Mhm.
And that person we're gonna have to eventually take down if he if he turns wrong.
Yeah, and they're all enjoying themselves. They're all very strange looking now. They're all just shark men.
Makes a lot of sense.
I guess we have Storm on cloud duty to make this nice and clear.
Oh yeah, the Storm woman, she's actually here. Just everyone just left their duties for one day. They're like,
Yeah.
they're not gonna take our town. We just fucking destroy them.
We've got an undead wall all around us. It's fine.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the undead are all wearing like masks and have stuff draped over their shoulders, so they don't look quite as
Gnarly.
yeah. And they're just kind of blocking off certain areas, guarding the place. They haven't had a single undead or uncreated attack in quite a while, so everyone's feeling very boisterous.
Grayson put an end to it.
Yep.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. I guess the Lich
Well
King's wedding happens sometime around this time too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Probably
yeah.
today.
To what's her name?
Like, why not
Aster.
celebrate
Aster.
like the day, the
I
new
mean,
new dawn
We
of
can celebrate two things in separate.
Yeah.
Either or.
not titled. It's all good.
Yeah.
That happens. That's great.
Yeah, there's a
Probably
pigeon
very nice
pie.
service.
Nobody dies of poisoning. It's all good. Nobody gets kidnapped on their wedding day. Though they are very
not with our
disappointed.
security.
They're very disappointed by the lack of flowers.
No red wedding.
We stole the flower and gave it to the other lady.
Oh no, I
Oh, you
Yeah.
wouldn't let them have any flowers, right?
Yeah.
or spinning needles
She was fine with that. She's like,
or
oh.
glass slippers.
She's like,
Why
these
would
were
you
my
have
nephews. These were my grandmother's pair.
And like I picked them up in front of her and smashed them on my knee and like crushed up the dust and threw it out the window.
I'm gonna go swallow that to spite you.
Just
Choking
has-
on glass powder. Like, oh god, my insides. This is worth it.
Healing Spire.
Keeps going further and further out to see just how far she
Healing
goes.
Spire.
I'm gonna throw down myself down these stairs.
Alright, so she's Josh.
But
Oh,
yeah,
nothing, huh?
the wedding happens. It's very lovely and austere, and you know, there's a metal giant throne from which they sit on,
Good for them.
Ascend into the heavens. Away from us.
never to be seen again.
Never speak to me again.
But yeah, everyone is optimistic. Everyone is cheerful. Nobody is fighting in a major way.
Good.
Well, we really pushed it.
We did good today.
We did good all over. We did good in total. When we got here, this place was on fire. This place was miserable.
Yep.
Borderline uninhabitable.
Yeah. I thought we might have just passed through. But we didn't. Do you know how many times I've had to pass through places like this in my life? Like fix it a little and then move on and hope that something better comes along later for the people living here?
We are the better thing now.
I've never been that. I've never had that. I've never had something get like this before. And we do this every time we find a place like this.
Yep.
And we will.
We never have to pass through and just hope that it gets better for them in the future again.
Yep.
You know, it's like they've won a lottery.
Well,
I think they'll bless
I'm-
your life.
we can change Ancalia for the better.
On a personal level, yeah.
Yep.
Like this... Places I used to go to would talk about weird things that happened in their town, or defining things, like a nobleman setting up a trade route, or like a wolf being killed and its skeleton being in an inn or something. But wherever we go, we're the most important thing that's ever going to happen to them now. And it's going to be good, and there's going to be no comeuppance. There's no other shoe. There's no your children are going to be taken away, or you're going to catch a plague.
Nope.
Sorry, I was just looking towards the DM to see if he was making a smirk at that. Be like,
Next season. Oh no, Ancalia's on fire.
But no other shoe drops
Yeah.
while you're talking.
Like, that's us together.
We did it.
We did it.
Alright, yeah.
I think we'll end at that.
yeah.
That is season 2.
Yeah, you have closed on the night roads, and a new day begins.
Yep, so we might come back to Godbound the Living Years for season 3, but we've been doing Demigod games for the last, 3 years almost now.
Yeah.
So I think Godbound will be a break for the next little while.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this was good. This was Kevin's first game, and I think he did an excellent job, right, guys?
Yeah.
This was a really cool game. Okay, well, we all have to clap. We can't just have one person. There we go.
No, it's fine.
There we go. Who's a good GM?
Oh my god,
And
Devin.
that's how Devin
So I
died.
leap across
Right?
this fucking table at you.
Screaming like Emperor Palpatine.
I've been Kevin.
Nicole?
Devin.
Ian.
And Peter.
And this was sponsored by nobody. Godbound the Living Years. Signing off.